Today I get a story time of another one of these Minecraft kids deciding to fight back against his babysitter in a quite unconventional way, you might say. I mean, I bet you can read the title right now. So, yeah, with that being said, sit back, relax, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's call today's subscriber who submitted this story to me, let's call him Ryan. So, Ryan was friends with this kid who really liked Minecraft. So we're calling him the Minecraft Kid because that always works in the title, and you guys like the Minecraft Kid stories, and I like telling them. But anyways, right, Ryan was invited over to this kid who he didn't know that well, and we're just going to call him the Minecraft Kid. So anyways, right, Ryan was invited over to the Minecraft Kid's house to, well, you know, play Minecraft with him. The idea was he was going to go over on a Friday night and play some Bed Wars with this kid. Honestly, sounds like a pretty sick Friday night, if you know what I mean. However, he didn't really know much about this kid, and he only kind of just started to know him because Ryan's mom and the Minecraft Kid's mom became friends like a couple months ago when they were both volunteering for something, or maybe they just met. I don't know why, but Ryan's mom and the Minecraft Kid's mom became friends, and for that reason, you know, Ryan's mom's like, oh, I have a son about your son's age, they should totally hang out. And since Ryan knew nothing about the Minecraft Kid, at their first like interaction, which wasn't like a sleepover playdate type thing, he was like, so what do you like to do? And he's like, I like to play Minecraft. He's like, cool, do you like to play Bed Wars? And he's like, yeah, it's my favorite game. So they bonded over it. So anyways, Ryan was heading over to the Minecraft Kid's house. And Ryan's mom told him, hey, just so you know, the Minecraft Kid's mom is not going to be there. She's going to be out for something. However, they hired a babysitter, and the Minecraft Kid's mom should be back by like 10 or 11. And Ryan was like, all right, that's totally fine. I don't really care. It's not like we would have been hanging out with the Minecraft Kid's mom and having her play in our Bed Wars trios or something, man. So it's fine. So Ryan gets over to the Minecraft Kid's house, and when he gets there, no one greets him at the door. He kind of stands there for a second, and he knocks on it, and he stands there for like a little more time, and he hears noises coming from upstairs. And it's a two-story house, and there's a window right above him, and the window is open, and he can hear noises. And you know what noises he hears? He hears block placing noises. He hears golden apple eating noises. He hears bed break noises. He's like, wait a minute. Bro, the Minecraft Kid is playing Bed Wars right now. And, you know, Ryan was thinking that he would have yelled up to the Minecraft Kid, but the door eventually opened, and presumably the babysitter, or who we thought the babysitter was, which, no, was the babysitter. That isn't, like, the big secret of the story, but the babysitter comes and, you know, opens the door and says, hey, so sorry, Minecraft Kid's upstairs. I'm, you know, making dinner right now for you guys. It'll be ready in, like, 30 minutes, so make sure you're not in the middle of the game in, like, half an hour. And Ryan's like, all right, that sounds pretty cool. So he goes up the stairs, he opens the door, and the Minecraft Kid's like, what's good, bro? I'm in the middle of a game. Get your like laptop out and set your stuff up, and we'll go into like doubles in just a second. And so sure enough, and by the way, guys, Bed Wars it's a Minecraft game where you can like, it's fun. You should go look it up and play it maybe. But just for context, it's a video game on Minecraft. But anyways, right, so he sets up his gaming setup or whatever. He gets that all ready. And yeah, sure enough, the Minecraft Kid eventually wins his game. Great work, Minecraft Kid. Not so great work at later the night, as you can tell by the title. But yeah, anyways, Ryan and the Minecraft Kid, they start playing some Bed Wars duos. Life's pretty good. And that's until they're in the middle of a game, and it's really, really intense, right? It's getting really down to the wire. If you know a thing or two about Bed Wars, all the beds have been broken, and they're really just both of them. Ryan and the Minecraft Kid are super stacked. They have their golden apples. They have their diamond armor. Yes, they sweated to diamond armor. And the two people that were remaining were about as good as they were. And they were playing for all the marbles at this point, man. This was pretty intense. And that's when the babysitter yells, all right, guys, time for dinner. And the Minecraft Kid's like, well, 1 second. Yells down that, and you know, Ryan and the Minecraft Kid are like, all right, how are we gonna do this? Do we go in? Do we wait? And the Minecraft Kid is a big fan of like camping, which in a video game, when you're camping, that basically just means that like you're staying on defensive ground and you're waiting for the opponent to come to you, which in Bed Wars, if you're super, super stacked, that can kind of give you the advantage because you can always drop golems. You got hometown advantage if you have the regen thing. Camping is an okay strategy, super late game, But that also means that the game's going to be a long time. And Ryan says to the Minecraft kid, hey man, do you think we should like be aggressive and we should be the one attacking them? Because like, you know, our food is like dinner is ready. Do you think we should just go do that for the sake of doing that? Just so we can, and we'll play another game when we come back. And the Minecraft kid's like, no, like I know that we'll win. Like we have prot 4 diamond, they don't. But if we go to them, there's a chance that they knock us off, we fall while going, they fireball us over. It's just a lot more dangerous to go over. He said, we're staying here. And Ryan, who doesn't really care, he's like, all right, man, sure, we'll stay here. And then, you know, a minute later, the babysitter says, guys, you don't want dinner to get cold. The Minecraft kid's like, 1 second. Which it wasn't going to be a second. Like, it was going to be probably like 5-10 minutes on average remaining of the game. And Ryan and the Minecraft kid were waiting it out. And the thing was, the other team was camping too, which basically means that they were both just collecting gear and such, and they weren't attacking each other. So then the babysitter was, you know, yelled up again, like, guys, like, come on, like, I made you something. Like, I told you not to be in the middle of a game. And he's like, once again, the Minecraft kid, instead of saying, hey, I'm so sorry, can we be down there in 5 to 10 minutes? Like, I apologize. He's like, 1 second. He just keeps yelling down 1 second. And the babysitter kind of did something that she probably shouldn't have. Like, it just wasn't that deep, but I think the babysitter was kind of getting mad that, you know, they just were refusing to come down when, you know, she was sweating out some good food or whatever. So the babysitter, what she does is she goes to the Wi-Fi router, and yes, you can probably already guess, unplugs it and replugs it, which basically, if your Wi-Fi, at least in my case, whenever my Wi-Fi is super slow or just kind of sucks, I go to the Wi-Fi modem or router or whatever. I go what am I saying? I go to the Wi-Fi router, and I think I combined router and modem. My fault. I go to my Wi-Fi router or box, unplug it, replug it. Wi-Fi's down for like 5 minutes, but then it comes back nice and fresh and clean. However, the Wi-Fi goes down. So basically, right, Ryan and the Minecraft kid are in the middle of a match, and like they start to go to like buy something from the store, and Ryan's clicking on it, but it's not registering it. And Ryan's like, dude, I think I'm disconnecting. And at this point, right, if you disconnect, you lose. And the Minecraft kid's like, no, it's not working. Why can't I place blocks? Why are things not registering? And then both at the same time, they get a message, like, not kicked, but like, it disconnects from Hypixel, like no connection. And the Minecraft kid's like, no! Starts slamming his fist. And Ryan, who doesn't really care, and looks at the Minecraft kid, and Minecraft kid was like, I was on a 99 win streak. I won 99 games in a row. I was going to go to 100. I've been recording the whole thing. I was going to clip it and post it on YouTube, man. I was about to get 100. Basically, he was pretty upset. So Ryan and the Minecraft kid, Ryan just looks at the Minecraft kid and be like, all right, man, I'm so sorry. Like, we'll grind it out tonight. We'll get you back to at least halfway, which was a lie. They were not going to play, nevertheless, win 50 games in a row. But, you know, Ryan's just trying to calm the air. And he's like, yeah, man, don't worry. We'll get back to it. So they walk down, and the babysitter is waiting there. And she's like, guys, like, I asked you to come down. If you weren't going to come down, you should have at least told me. And I would have put it back in the stove. Now the food is cold. It really took me, you know, turning off the Wi-Fi to get you guys to come down. Teenagers these days. Or not teen, I guess. She's a teenager. She's the babysitter. I guess preteens these days. And that's when Ryan is like, oh my God, she turned off the Wi-Fi. That's why we froze in the game. And Ryan looks over at the Minecraft kid, whose face, he just stood there. Like he's been frozen by like a spell that turns you to stone. He's just frozen there, looking at her. His like jaw starts to slack a little bit, like, oh my God, it was you. It was you who got in between me and the 100 Bed Wars win streak. Real quick comment, Minecraft, if you made it this far into the video, as that will be the secret word of the day. And if you want to support the channel, as always, just go ahead and binge watch several videos or a bunch of videos whenever you have the time. And let me know in the comments if you do do this because it really does support me more than you can probably even imagine. It boosts the channel. YouTube likes watch time anyways. So right now, remember, Ryan and the Minecraft Kid just lost in a very important game for the Minecraft Kid. He almost got a 100 win streak, which is pretty impressive, I'm not going to lie. But unfortunately, the babysitter, who kind of like overreacted a little bit, got mad and unplugged the Wi-Fi, and that made them lose the game that they probably were actually going to win. And so when they walk down, they have no idea that the babysitter was the reason why they lost the game until the babysitter is like, oh, guys, like, I really had to pull the Wi-Fi plug to get you guys down here. Like, crazy how, like, preteens are these days. Or kids on their phones too much. Like, one of that, like, old man behavior type thing, even though this girl was, like, 17 or something. And the Minecraft Kid is just so angry. He's like, you're the reason I lost my Minecraft game. And she's like, sorry, like, should have come down faster or should have at least told me. And she goes to sit down, and Ryan is also like, all right, well, this is going to be a little awkward, but whatever. I'm still going down to sit down, like, whatever. Like, he's not going to react that ridiculously. How do I say this? Yeah, no, he acted ridiculously. The Minecraft Kid waits until the girl sits, or the babysitter, she's 17. I guess she's still like a girl, I guess. She is, I don't know. She waits till the babysitter, right, sits down. And when the babysitter sits down, the Minecraft Kid runs up to her, grabs a chair. This is like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Grabs a chair, turns around, pulls down his pants, and rips up. Dude, I'm 19 years old, and I'm telling you about Minecraft Kid revenge farting in someone's face. I'm doing it. I'm going through with it. I'm too far in the story to turn around. The Minecraft Kid, after getting on the chair, ripping down his pants, farts in the babysitter's face, directly her eye while it was open. If you don't know, the reason why the fart smells bad, because there's a lot of gross particles in it. And when the gross particles get into your eye can get infected, and it can be really bad. So the babysitter legitimately falls out of her chair and starts, like, screaming. Because, like, because apparently he really ripped one. He really ripped one, man. And her eye was open. And it was really close. And Ryan was like, well, so this kid and I have one thing in common. We like Bed Wars. And we have nothing else in common. And this will probably be the last time I ever hang out with him. And, yeah, so the babysitter's like, what did you do? Why would you do that? Like, that's so ridiculous and disgusting. Like, my eye, it burns. Oh, my God. Oh, my eye, it burns. Like, why would you do that? Like, And Ryan looks at the Minecraft Kid, and the Minecraft Kid is literally laughing. He's like, and Ryan's like, oh my God, this kid's, because the thing was, Ryan's thinking to himself, dude, this kid must do this all the time, because, like, you're not just going to think to yourself, wow, I'm so angry at this person. Let me wait until they sit down, grab a chair, stand on it, turn around, pull down my pants, and fart directly point blank into their face. That's just not something that comes to you in the heat of the moment. That I mean, maybe I'm just built different from all you guys. I really don't know, but that definitely doesn't come to me. But sure enough, right, the babysitter eventually gets up, and Ryan and the Minecraft Kid look at her face, and her left eye is red and swollen. And Ryan's like, oh my God, that is definitely not a coincidence. And the babysitter is like, move out of my way. And she moves past both of them, goes and finds the home phone, because I guess her phone wasn't on or something, and legitimately calls 911, an ambulance. Which, okay, that was maybe a little excessive, but maybe I wouldn't drive if my eyes were impaired and I thought that they were going to be infected and it would have been bad. And she walks back into the room, and she's, like, angry, but also very clearly in pain, right? And she's like, her hand is over her eye, and she's like, like, why would you do that? The Minecraft Kid's like, well, I was actually on a 99 win streak, and you pulled the plug, and I lost my 99 win. She's like, and you projectiled all your stuff out of your butt. Oh, God. How can I have a straight face and tell the story? Anyway, she's like, and you probably gave me a raging infection. My eye burns. Like, If I lose sight, I'm suing your family. She was getting mad. And eventually, right, the ambulance does come. She explains the ridiculousness of the situation. The guy, she sits in the ambulance, drives to the hospital. They check her out or whatever. But remember, this is from Ryan's perspective, so we don't exactly know what the doctor says. Ryan's mom, who got really invested in the situation afterwards, said that, like, the doctor's, like, her eye is fine now, but the doctor said that, like, it really could have gone south if she didn't go there, like, immediately, which is insane. So anyways, right, Ryan and the Minecraft kid are legitimately just in this house alone, and that's when the Minecraft kid's mom comes back early, super angry and upset, because the babysitter sent a message to, his mom explaining everything and why that she had to leave the premises immediately. So the Minecraft kid's mom had to leave whatever she was doing to come back, and she was like, walks in, she's like, you, turns to the Minecraft kid, like, you did it, you pulled a face fart on someone again, we've already talked about this. And Ryan, who is still there, he's already texted his mom to come pick him up, is just like, again? I mean, he had a sneaking suspicion that this was not a first-time thing. As I said, in the heat of the moment, you don't think to, use your butt as a weapon. But he's like, again? This is a thing? And the Minecraft kid's like, but Mom, I was on a 99 Bed Wars win streak. And she's like, that's enough. No more Bed Wars for you forever. And the Minecraft kid's like, no, Mom, I promise I won't fart in anyone else's face again. What am I doing with my life? Anyways, right, so Ryan's mom comes, and Ryan's mom's like, hey, so sorry, things were weird today. Like, I'm just gonna pick Ryan up. Thank you so much for having him over. Ryan, come with me now. And, Ryan walks over and goes in the back seat of the car, and Ryan's mom is like, so, do you want to elaborate on, I need to pick you up right now. My friend farted in the babysitter's eye, and now she's at the hospital. And Ryan did elaborate. And it really didn't add any clarity to the situation. In fact, Ryan's mom just became more confused.
Click on the video on screen right now. I know you'll enjoy it. Just click it. Do it. Today we got a story time of a Minecraft kid who actually thinks the Ender Dragon is real and actually exists in real life, as well as does a bunch of other stupid stuff, which is pretty funny. So yeah, sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing. Not even a joke, bro. You can actually get your free nothing leaving a like. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. So anyways, right, the subscriber who we're going to call Kevin, he sent in this story, and this happened to him when he was in 3rd grade. He's currently in 6th grade right now, so this was a little while ago. But basically, right, for Kevin, back in 3rd grade, there's this kid in his class, and we're just going to call him a Minecraft kid. And I have to say this every single time, because I'll always get a comment saying, oh my god, Connor, I play Minecraft. Do you hate me, man? Bro, do you see the background gameplay right now? Obviously, Minecraft's a cool game. I love that game, bro. I don't play it all the time, but look, the parkour is cool. Just going into a survival world by yourself is, kind of fun for a little while. Mad respect if you play Minecraft, but if you're a Minecraft kid, that's a whole different story, man. But anyways, right, so one day in 3rd grade, there's this kid in Kevin's class who's the Minecraft kid, and I'm not going to give him a real name. I'm just going to call him Minecraft kid. But anyways, right, one day at recess. At recess, right, the Minecraft kid, was kind of walking around, wandering around, and Kevin was hanging out with his friends. And then the Minecraft kid comes up to Kevin and his friends, and they were always kind of friendly, they weren't enemies, they never fought each other or anything like that. But basically, right, the Minecraft kid wasn't boys with Kevin and his friends, so it was a little strange that he came up to them. But basically, right, the Minecraft kid comes up to Kevin and his friends and says, hey man, did you know Minecraft is real? And everyone's like, bro, what do you mean by that? He's like, bro, trust me on this. Minecraft is actually real. And they're just like, dude, okay, bro, what do you mean by that, bro? That makes no sense out of context. Even in the context, it would make no sense, but out of context, some kid comes up to you and says Minecraft is real. It's yeah, it's a real game you can play on Mac and Linux and Windows and Xbox, but what do you mean by real? He's like, bro, let me go harvest some wood for you guys. At this point, right, they're just like, what is this kid talking about? Because look, Kevin and his friends, they play a little Minecraft right at that time. It's a fun game. It's a fundamental game that it's just great for the childhood, bro. It's just good for the spirit, good for the soul. Everyone could Everyone could gain something from going in a single player Minecraft world, just loading it up. I don't know, punching down some trees, making a little dirt hut. Like, everyone's soul can grow a little bit from doing that. But the Minecraft kid basically says, hey man, I'm going to go harvest some wood, be right back. So Kevin and his friends are like thinking about it, and they're like, how does one harvest wood in Minecraft? Yeah, once you have an axe, like, it goes by much faster, but I'm sure most of you guys know that one of the first things you do is you punch a tree to get wood. Yeah, you punch a tree to get wood. So Kevin and his friends were like, wait a minute. And then they look over at the Minecraft kid, and he takes out his fist and starts whapping at this tree. Pop, pop, pop. And he's like, ow, ow, ow. And Kevin and his friends like, bro, stop. Stop it. Bro, stop. Bro, stop it. Eventually, right, the Minecraft kid comes back with like a stick in his hand that he obviously found on the ground. He's like, all right, I successfully punched the wood. I got the tree for us. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be raising awareness for a cause. And they're all like, okay, weird segue, but what's the cause? So they were all like, all right, what's the cause you're raising awareness for? And he was like, Ender Dragon awareness. And they're all just like, bro, what? He's like, yeah, I'm raising awareness for the Ender Dragon. And they're just like, bro, what? Bro, what are you talking about? He's like, guys, it's a really serious issue. No one at this school is prepared for an Ender Dragon attack. By the way, comment Ender Dragon, 2 words in the comment section. I'm going to heart as many of those comments as I possibly can. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid was like, I've been looking around. I've been doing some research, some really intensive research. And all I can say is the school is not at all prepared for an Ender Dragon attack. And Kevin and his friends are just looking at each other like, bro, what is this kid talking about? And at this point, Kevin and his friends kind of look at each other and kind of smile a little bit, like they're trying to hold back a bit of a laugh. And the Minecraft kid starts to get annoyed. He's like, what is so funny about an Ender Dragon attack? Have you ever seen those things? Like, they spawn massive crystals to regenerate themselves. They ram into you. You know how much damage those things do? I mean, we don't even have supplies of enchanted golden apples, diamond armors, bows, and everyone's like, or Kevin and his friends are just like, bro, what are you talking about? And he's like, today in class, because like they had a class. So basically Kevin and some of Kevin's friends, as well as the Minecraft kid, had a class together. So the Minecraft kid in the class was happening after recess, which they were just chilling at recess. And the Minecraft kid goes up to them, or not goes up to them, but while he's talking to them, he's like, I'm going to bring this issue up at class. It's super serious. And like, you'll thank me. You'll thank me. You'll see. You'll see what I mean. Like, kind of like one of those people's like, the world is ending yesterday. Trust me, bro. Like, you'll thank me or something. Like, one of those guys who's just like, bro, you must repent. The rapture is going to happen in 1 minute. And a minute goes by. I mean, the next minute. I didn't mean last minute. Sorry, my watch was off. Then like another minute goes by. It's like, the rapture's coming. Trust me. Yeah, but anyways, right, Kevin and his friends are like, okay, bro, whatever. And then recess ends, and they have one class before that class they all have together. So Kevin goes to his other class, and he's actually, like, sitting in that class, not really paying a ton of attention, because you know what he's thinking about? He's thinking about the class that's coming up next, and he's thinking about the Minecraft kid, and is he actually going to make a scene talking about Ender Dragon awareness, bro? Like, is he actually about to make a scene in class talking about how everyone needs to be prepared for an imminent Ender Dragon attack? Guys, it's coming. Trust me, bro. Sources, trust me, bro. Like, you just got to print out one of those, like, MLA citation pages for your history homework or whatever, and it goes to, like, sources. Trust me, bro. Ender Dragon attack imminent. But anyways, right, class eventually ends, and Kevin kind of rushes to his next class, and he gets there, like, a little bit early because he's so prompt to the class because he's excited to see what the Minecraft kid's going to do. And when he gets there, there's not a lot of kids there, but the kids that are there are his friends that have the class with them, and because they're also interested in what the Minecraft kid's about to do, if he's about to do that Ender Dragon awareness skit or whatever. It's not even a skit to the kid, like, he's taking it mad serious, but anyways, right. They all get there, and they sit down, and Kevin's like, are you thinking about? And they're like, yes, Minecraft kid. And he's like, yeah. He's like, do you think you're going to do it? And the kids are like, bro, I don't know, but if he does, I got to be here to see it. I got to get front row seats, too. because the Minecraft kid always sat in the same seat. It was kind of like front of the class, but kind of towards the left. So they all sat like behind him, only one row though, because they wanted to get the perfect seats in the house for this whole thing. But anyways, right, eventually the class does start, and the Minecraft kid is there, and everyone else is there. And the teacher's like starts going off about like, all right, class, we're gonna talk about European history. And all of a sudden, right, the Minecraft kid raises his hand. And the teacher, who's like about to start a lecture or something, looks at the Minecraft kid and is like, okay. Okay, also, maybe it's not a European history class. They just, like, the person who sent me a DM, which, by the way, if you want to send in a story, Instagram or Discord server, both are in the description. He basically just said history class, and I was like, oh, because I'm taking a European history class right now. Most likely, they were not doing intensive European history in 3rd grade. But let's just say a history class, right? The teacher was about to go on about whatever they were talking about. And the Minecraft kid raises his hand, and the teacher's like, oh, like, yes? And he's like, I have a presentation. And the teacher's like, well, I didn't really ask for anyone to do a presentation, but I guess if it's on if it's on history, like, sure, but keep it brief. And the teacher's like, yeah, so is it on history? And the Minecraft kid kind of like gulps for a second and says yes. I'm sure his logic was, this is so important that like he's going to get in trouble, but he has to do it for the safety of everyone else. He has to lie for everyone else's well-being. He's taking one for the team, man, or whatever, right? But anyways, right, he's like, yes. And so the teacher's like, all right, go ahead. And the Minecraft kid steps up to the front of the room, and Kevin and his boys are just sitting there like, dude, there's no shot this is happening. There's no shot I'm living in an era where this exists. Like, this is the greatest moment of all time. Thank God I was not born, like, 6 months earlier and was in a different class or whatever. And the Minecraft kid gets up and says, guys, this is really serious. And the room kind of goes quiet for a second because they're really, like, concerned. And the Minecraft kid says, everyone, the school is threatened. There may be an imminent attack. And at this point, bro, everyone is starting to, like, panic. Even the teacher's, like, really worried about where this is going. And the kid goes, yes, guys. The Ender Dragon can attack at any time. And everyone's like, bro, what? Like, I mean, no one said anything, but their faces just, like, turned. They're just like, what did this kid say? He's like, guys, I've done a lot of research. I've gone around the school, I've done all the checks, and we are in no position to withstand an Ender Dragon attack. And the teacher is just looking at him with this face of, bro, you cannot be serious. He's like, guys, the Ender Dragon is extremely serious. I need you to understand, if the Ender Dragon attacks us, we'll be all goners. At this point, the class is like starting to realize that this is like the weirdest thing they've ever been. And like some kids are like holding back laughter. Most of them are just so shocked at this point that they don't have any emotions. They're just absorbing information and data at this point. They're just like, what is going on? And he's like, guys, I have a 3-step plan to protect us from an Ender Dragon attack. And like mid-sentence, the teacher's like, all right, that is enough, Minecraft kid. He said his actual name, but he's like, that's enough, Minecraft kid. I invite you to sit back down. And the Minecraft kid says, no, this is really serious. Teacher's like, Minecraft kid, sit down. He's like, no, I'm doing this for you guys. He's like, nope, this is ridiculous. The Ender Dragon is not real. And the Minecraft kid's like, what do you mean the Ender Dragon's not real? And he starts getting all mad. And the teacher's like, if you don't sit down in the next 5 seconds, you're going to the principal's office. And the Minecraft kid says, if that shall be, if you want to sacrifice the school, the students, me, and yourself, and not listen to my safety precautions about the Ender Dragon, then so be it. Send me to the principal's office. And he thought that this was going to, like, I don't know, strike a chord with the principal's heart, and he'd be like, oh, you're so right, or whatever. Nah, bro. He went straight to the principal's office. Lol. Subscribe if you haven't already. Now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some that recommended. Go watch. I'll be very happy. Today we got a story time with this Minecraft kid who spent tens of thousands of dollars on his parents' credit card, getting better gaming gear, getting like in-game purchases so that he could become the best gaming Minecraft player of all time. Yeah, his parents eventually found out, and he got in a ton of trouble, and it was pretty funny. So yeah, sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nugget. nothing, and let's get right into it. So we're going to call the subscriber who sent in today's story, we're going to call him Steve. And by the way, if you want to send in the story, Discord and Instagram in the description, that's where you can send them. Anyways, right, so Steve was friends with this guy, and we're just going to call this guy the Minecraft Kid. And I have to say this every single time. Obviously, if you play Minecraft, I have nothing against you. I mean, dude, look at the gameplay in the background of this video. Like, bro, obviously I enjoy a bit of Minecraft myself. But anyways, right, so, Steve was friends with this kid, and we're just gonna call him a Minecraft Kid, because he was super obsessed with, like, a lot of, like, Minecraft, like, multiplayer games, so, like, Bed Wars, Sky Wars, any kind of game on Hypixel or any of those, like, Lunar or something, any of those, like, sites, or not sites, but servers. And basically, right, this kid was getting more and more and more into it, and while Steve and his friends, because they kind of had a friend group, it was like Steve, the Minecraft Kid, and a couple other guys. I don't think I'm going to end up giving them a name, but if I need to, I'll do that later on. Anyways, they all did enjoy Minecraft, and that was kind of the game that they played together. They would hop on after school, and after they did all their homework, I mean, sometimes they wouldn't do their homework, but basically, after school, they'd hop on and, like, all play, like, Bed Wars 4s together, and after a while, they actually got pretty good. But the thing was, right, the Minecraft Kid got much better than all of them, or like any of them individually, because they all got better because they played a lot after school. But the Minecraft Kid would stay up till like 3 or 4 in the morning just grinding Minecraft, getting better at it, doing like 1v1 duels and such. This kid was putting in like crazy hours just to get better at Minecraft, right? And his friends, including Steve, were starting to realize that like, oh, the skill gap between us is getting pretty large. Like maybe this kid is like I don't know if he's gonna want to play with us. Like we're not keeping up. And anyways, as time goes on, right, the Minecraft Kid gets more and more and more obsessed and focused on actually doing well. And they actually, started to see like his grades were slipping a little bit. Like the teacher was handing back tests, and the teacher normally hands it face up, but will occasionally hand it back face down if like the teacher's trying to like protect your bad score. And no one, like the Minecraft Kid, never really got it face down before. He never like aced the test. He was never like crazy good, but he started getting all of his assignments back face down. He wasn't turning in the homework, all that kind of stuff. So his friends were like, all right, this guy's getting in a little bit too deep. But anyways, right, there was a long weekend coming up, and they wanted to have a sleepover on one, or maybe it's just a regular weekend, I don't totally know. But anyways, the weekend was coming up. That's all you need to know. And they wanted to like hang out together and kind of have like be able to like, sleep over together. And they're all going to bring their laptops, so they're still going to play Minecraft together, and they'll bring a bunch of desks into his room, or they'll go to the basement or something, basically so they can all play Minecraft together, but not just be on voice call on Discord or something. Speaking of Discord, I have a Discord server. I'd love it if you joined it. I hop in there every once in a while. It's in the description, so if you haven't already. But anyways, right, so this one day they were all like, or this weekend, they were planning on all coming together and like hanging out and playing Minecraft together. But anyways, right, so, the week goes on and the days go by, and eventually, man, it's Saturday, and it's a pretty exciting day because, Steve is pretty excited to go over with his friends to the Minecraft Kid's house and play a lot of Minecraft with them because, bro, that's just what they did. They had a good time. Eventually, right, the time comes around, and Steve's mom, drives him over. Steve has his sleeping bag, his kit with his toothbrush in it. And he also brings his backpack, which has, his gaming laptop, which I think is like, I don't know, some Windows something, a mouse pad. I think he just used a built-in keyboard. And, he was pretty excited. Like, he was kind of hyped. This was going to be a cool night. So anyways, right, when Steve gets to the Minecraft Kid's house, he's greeted by the Minecraft Kid's mom, sorry. He's greeted by the Minecraft Kid's mom. She's like, oh, the Minecraft Kid, said his actual name, is so excited for you to be here. If you want to go upstairs, they're actually starting to set up right now. So, yeah, Steve goes up, and he goes up there, and the Minecraft Kid and all of his friends are they're taking out their laptops, they're moving desks around to make a mega desk, office reference for anyone who got that. And, yeah, they were, Steve got up there, and it was pretty hype. I'm not going to lie. Like, if any of my friends wanted to do that, like, I know I'm 19, but that still sounds pretty hype, I'm gonna be honest. But anyways, right, so, they set up the desks and everything, and all of a sudden, right, Steve is looking around, and he sees the Minecraft Kid. He pulls out his computer to put it on a desk, and it's not like a laptop, bro. It's a desktop, and it's a crazy desktop. Personally, I don't know a lot about computers, so I might say some stuff that isn't like factually correct. But dude, he pulled out like a desktop computer that was probably like 4 to 5 grand. And especially when he started telling them the specs, it was definitely 4 to 5 grand. Just by like, cause like the kid who like Steve, the subscriber, knows computers better than me. This computer was definitely in the range of $4 to 5,000 if you were to buy it. Maybe if you were to put it together yourself, it'd be like 3 to 4 instead of 4 to 5. But either way, it was a lot of big bucks that went into this. And he also took out his keyboard, which is probably like the most expensive keyboard you can get. It was like, I don't know, probably like $300-400. He got like a very expensive wireless mouse as well, which is like, I don't know if any like people who play games actually use wireless mouses, but whatever, bro. He like took out all that stuff. And Steve was just like looking at it and like, bro, when did you get this? He's like, I got it recently. And, Steve is like, bro, how did you afford any of this? Because look, these guys were, I think, in like 6th or 7th grade. So they weren't like, they didn't have a lot of disposable income. I think Steve had like $25 in his bank account from doing some lawn work for his dad. Like, he's like, yeah, this is a little bit more than $25. And the Minecraft kid says to them, so my mom actually invested in my career. And they're like, bro, what are you talking about? And he's like, I explained to my mom that like this could be a really lucrative career. He probably didn't say lucrative, but he's like, I can make a lot of money being a Minecraft gamer. And she was really excited about it. So she decided to get me all this stuff. And while that story sounded a little bit suspicious, Steve honestly didn't care because he like, hey bro, like his friend had some cool gaming stuff, maybe he'd be better, maybe he'd carry him a little bit harder, get his like Bed Wars stats up a little more. Steve didn't question it, and all of Steve's friends that were there as well also didn't question it. Real quick, comment Minecraft down below. I'm gonna try and heart as many comments that say Minecraft. I just want to heart, like, give you guys some hearts as, like, a thank you for watching. And the easiest way is if I filter it by a certain word. And also, while you're down there, if you haven't already, leave a like on the video. You'll get some good luck. Actually, you won't. You'll get nothing. I lied. Anyways, right, so, Steve eventually gets his computer out, he gets it all set up, and everyone's set up at this point, they're all ready, and they log into Hypixel together. If you don't know, that's kind of like a server where they play this game together called Bed Wars, and they were planning on grinding out some Bed Wars together. They had like a strategy going and everything. And when the Minecraft kid logged on, before he used to be like an MVP, which basically was like, it's a rank on Hypixel, you get like, cosmetic stuff. It doesn't actually help you that much. But when they logged on, they noticed that, this kid was like MVP++, which basically is like costs a lot of money and it's like costs money per month. And they're like, whoa, like when did you get that? And the Minecraft kid was like, this is part of my mom's investment in my career. And anyways, right, as they were in the game, they noticed like they were playing some like Bed Wars or whatever, and they realized that the Minecraft kid had all these new cosmetic items, and all these stuff in Bed Wars. And they're like, wow, man, like, how did you get all this stuff? Because you can get a lot of those stuff for free, but he basically said part of my mom's investment in me was buying a lot of mystery boxes. And they were like, dang, bro, like those mystery boxes cost like a lot, like decent amount of money. And he's like, yeah, she really wanted me to have the best chance, which is kind of funny because the cosmetic items literally do nothing to help you. I think like the pig bed break or something can help you a little bit if you know how to use it. But other than that, they really don't help you at all. And anyways, right, they were just kind of like going about their day, but they all realized that the Minecraft kid had basically a ton of money went into this setup and his account. Because they also played on like Lunar Client, which is a specific type of like, a specific client. It's like different from the Minecraft launcher, but it allows you to like do extra things as well. And they saw that he had all these like cosmetic items on, like he had a hat, he had like a cape or something. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is they saw that he had a much better gaming setup, and he also had a ton of like in-game purchases. So they're having a pretty good time, and everything seemed pretty normal. They were playing some Bed Wars, they were just grinding that out. Up until, right, they heard the Minecraft kid's mom scream his name. And I'm just going to say Ben for this because I need a name, but we're going to go back to calling the Minecraft kid after I call him Ben for this one little segment. So the Minecraft kid's mom was like, Ben, get down here. And the other kids, including Steve, realized this was pretty serious because probably the Minecraft kid's mom wouldn't have tried to embarrass him with his friends over unless it was a really, really big deal. Steve looked at the Minecraft kid's face, and the Minecraft kid's face went like white, like all the blood rushed out of it, because he knew that the gig was up and he was in a ton of trouble. So, right, Steve doesn't, and his friends, they don't go downstairs. But, you know, I guess the walls are thin enough, or it's just like, it's easy and sound travels really well in the Minecraft kid's house. Because the Minecraft kid, like runs downstairs, and Steve and his friends, they get up and they go like to the door to listen to hear what it is. And basically, right, the Minecraft kid's mom is like, Ben, or Minecraft kid, either one, right? She's like, Ben, why is there a $10,000 charge on my credit card? And they're all just like, oh my God. Like, she didn't actually invest in his Minecraft career. I knew that sounded suspicious. He just stole the card and paid for it anyways. And she's like, Ben, what is this? And Ben tries to play it off like, Mom, I have no idea. You probably got hacked. And she, like, looks at the credit card statements and sees, like, because Ben didn't, like, transfer to, like, another account or something. He just made a bunch of purchases on, you know, with his mom's credit card. And she's like, really? Then why is it a, you know, a $3,000 gaming laptop, a whatever? She starts going through the purchases, and then she starts running through the purchases made it, and she's like, what is this hypixel.net? And then she's like, wait a minute, I remember you talking about that with your friends. That's like the gaming server you're on all the time. You did do this. And then all of a sudden, right, they hear like Ben is like crying a little bit. He's like, I didn't mean to. And she's like, what do you mean you didn't mean to? Because, like, bro, here's the thing. Yes, you did mean to. Like, maybe you're like, you can feel bad about doing something, but bro, you definitely did. Like, you can't say, I didn't know what I was doing. Dude, you took the card, you put it in, you saw it say, this costs $3,000, $4,000, and you said, okay, that sounds good. You knew what you were doing. You can still regret it, but you still knew what you were doing. So then they hear like his mom like talking to the Minecraft kid a little bit more, but she's talking in a lower voice than like the screaming voice, so they could no longer hear it. So they all kind of like press up to the door really closely to try and hear on what's going on. But, you know, all they hear is like Ben's footsteps walking back up the stairs. So they all like run away from the door, run back to their chairs, and pretend like they have no idea what's going on. So Ben walks in, his eyes are all red. He's obviously been crying a lot because his mom is really, really mad. And he's like, guys, I'm so sorry. You're going to have to call your parents to pick you up. I can't have you guys over anymore. My mom is forcing you guys to leave. And they're like, oh, okay. They're not going to ask what happened because they know exactly what happened, and they're not trying to like make this situation worse. So yeah, they all call up their parents, and the parents are really like, at first, like Steve's mom is like, did you do something? He's like, no, it's not me. I'll explain later. I'm all good. I didn't do anything, but I need you to pick me up. Steve's mom was a little bit upset because she had plans to go to, so she had to like call the people she had plans with to like push it back by an hour. And so eventually, right, parents are coming up and picking people up, and at this point, right, Steve and his friends are kind of hanging out together, but the Minecraft kid is not hanging out with them because he's having a long conversation with his mom. And when the Minecraft kid's dad gets back, he's having a long conversation with his dad and going over like probably, how much of a refund can you get and how much work will he be doing this summer to make it up for them and how much will he be punished for this basically. And yeah, eventually Steve's mom comes, picks him up. He's in the car, and Steve's mom is like almost a little mad at him because she still thinks it's his fault. And Steve is like, all right, do I have a story to tell you? Subscribe if you haven't already, and now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some of the recommended. Go watch. I'll be happy. We got a story time of a Minecraft kid who actually tries to fight his teacher with one of those like stupid floppy like diamond sword toys that you got as a kid. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. So yeah, sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. Enjoy. Anyway, so we're going to call the subscriber who sent in this story, which, by the way, if you want to send in stories, you can send them into my Instagram or Discord server. Jeez, I can't talk. Both are in the description of the video. We're going to call the subscriber Sophie, right? So anyways, Sophie is in 6th grade, and in this class, there's this kid that she's, like, not really friends with, but she's at least friendly with, and we're just going to call him Minecraft Kid. And every single video, I have to say this, I'm going to make it quick. If you play Minecraft, I don't hate you, bro. I mean, look at the gameplay in the background of this video. But if Minecraft Kid has a different connotation to the name, and if you've watched my videos enough, you'll know what I mean when I say Minecraft Kid. Anyway, so there's a pretty big test coming up, and this was a math class. So, in some other classes, it's a little bit more subjective, the grading, and this is going to be pretty important later on. But in some classes, such as English or history or maybe like some art class, the teachers have a bit more say in how they grade it. However, when it comes to a lot of math classes, a lot of the times you either get the answer right or you get the answer wrong. Like maybe with an English like essay, the teacher likes how you wrote it. Sure, there's grammar and syntax that you could argue is important and will be kind of like you can't grade it, like you can't like say, oh, the syntax is right or wrong. It just is right or wrong. But at the end of the day, right, I feel like math and a lot of sciences are a lot more, objective. You can't like give someone an A if they get all the answers wrong and give someone a B even if they got all the answers right. So this is like pretty important later on, but they're in a math class and there's a pretty big test coming up. And the kid in Sophie's class that we're calling the Minecraft kid, he wasn't doing a ton of studying because he was grinding those Bed Wars levels. He was grinding that Minecraft. He was on that Minecraft grind. I don't know how else to say it. But anyways, right, he wasn't really, studying or doing the homework or anything. And he was definitely unprepared for this test, or at least Sophie thought so. Yeah, I guess Sophie didn't follow him back to back from school to his home and watched him to see if he actually did, just played Bed Wars or actually did his math homework, because that would be a little weird. And by little, that's a bit of an understatement. I mean, very, very weird. But Sophie, she had her reason. She had her, because of the Minecraft kid not paying attention in class, not getting any of the answers right, never handing in homework. And also some of her friends that were friends with his friends kind of confirmed that whole thing. So Sophie was pretty sure that the Minecraft kid was probably not going to do well on this upcoming assessment. Anyways, right, so a day before the test, the teacher randomly assigned people into pairs to study with each other, as he thought it would be a kind of an interesting way to study before the test, as the day before that, he kind of had a come in with any questions you want type session, and by the end of the class, the kids were kind of done asking questions, so we kind of felt as if having another one of those might not be, might not yield the best results, but he was like, might as well, pair people up with random people and have them go through problems. Maybe they'll be exposed to different ways or different kind of ways to see these math problems, different ways to solve these problems. Maybe they'll, discover that they don't understand something and someone will be able to explain it on a micro level. I don't even know, but he was just like, this will be interesting. So he did the names kind of randomly. I don't think he went ahead with a random number generator. I think he just kind of paired people up randomly. But yeah, Sophie got paired up with the Minecraft kid. And Sophie then got first-hand account of how behind the Minecraft kid really was. They were sitting down, the Minecraft kid and Sophie. They were going through some practice problems, and the Minecraft kid would be like, how do you do this? And look, here's the thing. There's no issue with asking questions, especially in a math class. And even if it's very simple, that's totally fine. If you don't get something, even if you're at a point where you should probably get it, it's totally fair to just be like, you know what, I should, ask someone. I mean, obviously, look online is pretty good too, and you don't have to worry about being embarrassed. Shout out the organic chemistry tutor and also Khan Academy. But at the end of the day, right, if you gotta ask a question, you gotta ask a question, man. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid basically asked a question about every basic component of every question they had for every single question. He didn't even know how to start any of them. And at one point, right, about halfway through asking questions, he kind of just gave up and went to doodling on a notepad. And Sophie was just looking at him like, bro, we have a test tomorrow. Because Sophie was pretty prepared. Sophie took the class pretty seriously, and she was at a point where she felt pretty confident because she had studied quite a bit for the weeks prior and had just been doing the homework and, did well in the quizzes, whatever. And she kind of thought to herself, hey, man, I'm willing to answer your questions, and you're in a position where you desperately need, some questions answered because we got a pretty major assessment coming up. Come on, I'm here to help. I'm literally just here to help you. But the Minecraft kid just decided to start doodling, and he was drawing a creeper or something, and she's like, all right, bro, whatever. It is what it is. I'll just do some projects I'll do some problems by myself. Whatever. Anyways, right, so the next day comes around, and it's the day of the test. And the night before, Sophie actually ended up studying quite a bit, and she was feeling pretty prepared. In fact, she felt like she was, if anything, a little bit over-prepared. And sure enough, when the day of the test came, she sat down, she saw the problems, and the studying paid off. She saw, all the problems that were on the tests were basically stuff that she already had, had practiced many, many times, and she felt very confident going through it. However, she looked over towards the end of it, the Minecraft kid, and he was still on the first page, and he had not even started anything yet. He was kind of just like looking at the clock, kind of like scribbling on the side. Like, bro was not even trying to make any progress at this point. So after the Minecraft kid gets his tests back, things get really interesting as he gets really, really angry with the results. So I'm just going to have the secret word now. So if you made it this far into the video, comment test down below, T-E-S-T, what? T-E-S-T, sorry. My brain kind of malfunctioned for a second. I'm going to filter the comments by the special keyword and heart as many of those as I can. So if you'd like to get a free heart and maybe farm top commenter on the channel, go ahead and do that. But anyways, right, Sophie was looking over, and with like 20 minutes left of the test, the Minecraft kid was just like made no progress. He was not doing it. Like, understandably, if you don't study for a test, you don't do well in the quizzes, and you don't do the homework, bro, you're not going to be able to solve, like, math. You're not going to be able to be one of those, like, 1700s mathematicians being able to figure out how math works on the day of the test. It's just not going to happen. And, yeah, with the Minecraft kid, it just didn't happen. So the next day rolls around, and the teacher had the test graded, as the teacher was... I've had a lot of teachers in high school and so far in college that, bro, they take so long to grade that stuff. Like, I get it. I procrastinate on stuff as well. I, want to have a life. Trust me, I understand. But, like, I get the grade for the test back, like, 3 weeks later. I'm like, bro, you only have 20 people in this one class, and you only teach one section. What are you doing? But... this teacher was pretty good. This teacher was pretty proactive. And the teacher had the grades for the tests back the next day. So, the teacher's walking around, handing back tests, and the teacher was, like, handing, like, some of them face up and some of them face down, which, the thing is, the idea of, like, handing back a test face down on the surface makes sense because you're trying to, like, hide the bad grade from everyone. But the thing is, if you don't hand back every test face down, then people are going to know that anyone who got a test back hand down, like face down, maybe they don't know exactly what their grade is, but they know their grade is pretty bad. So it kind of defeats the purpose. But anyways, the teacher wasn't really thinking about that as he went around, handed Sophie's test face up because she got a 95. Congrats, Sophie, the subscriber. Congratulations. Good work. If you want to send in the story, by the way, Discord server in the description. Go ahead, join it. I'm there sometimes. Anyways, good work, Sophie. And the teacher's going around handing out the test back and eventually gets the Minecraft kid, and the test obviously face down. Sophie was sitting one row across from the Minecraft kid and like 1 or 2 seats back, so she was in the perfect position and the perfect angle to see when the Minecraft kid eventually picked up his paper, his test, flipped it over. She was able to see the big red circle with a 28 in it, and this wasn't like a 36 possible points and you only get 28 of them. This test was out of 100. The Minecraft kid got a 28%, which for the fact of not even trying at all, I think 28% might have even been generous. But hey man, I've been there, bro. I've definitely been in the trenches down bad in some of my classes, so I can definitely relate to that. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid almost looked shocked and like, oh my god, this is impossible. I didn't study at all. Why didn't I get 100%? Like, bro, you gotta study for this. I don't know how else to say it. Oh my god, I didn't try and I failed? This is so upsetting. I can't understand it at all. I didn't put any effort in, and, my actions have consequences. My favorite line from The Simpsons, one of my favorite childhood shows, is when Homer Simpson says, "Oh, why do my actions have consequences?" This is a perfect example of how beautiful that line is. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid was not going to have this. And today he wanted to show his friends his new, like, Minecraft creeper doll plush thing, as well as his new Minecraft diamond sword. And I don't know if you guys had one of those as a kid. I think I still have mine from way back in the day, but I'd have to, like, dig it up, and I'm not at home right now. But anyways, there's these kind of, like, foam diamond swords that you can play with, and I used to get one as a kid. Anyways, the Minecraft kid recently got it, like a creeper stuffed animal thing, as well as a Minecraft diamond sword, and he brought both of them to school to show his friends. However, the Minecraft diamond sword was also still in his backpack that he brought to class. So he's looking at his paper, and he like raises his hand. He's like, "Teacher, there must be a mistake." And the teacher looks at the Minecraft kid, knowing very well that he, 1, failed, and also 2, failed because all of his answers were wrong. Like, this wasn't some mistake on the teacher's part. This man failed because all of his answers were basically wrong. If anything, the teacher was generous with the amount of extra credit the teacher gave. So at this point, the Minecraft kid is starting to realize that there's no coming back from this. That, like, the teacher, he's not going to be like, oh, my mistake, you actually got 101%. Like, that's my fault. I just, like, my hand slipped. You actually did really well. Obviously, the teacher's not going to budge at this point. So the Minecraft kid says, you have disrespected my honor. And everyone, like, was like, bro, what's going on? Because the Minecraft kid didn't really talk much, and Sophie didn't have any other classes with the Minecraft kid, so she didn't really know, like, what he was like. But this was very weird because this kid who just failed the test, like, got up and is like, you disrespected my honor. He reaches into his backpack, whips out his new, like, floppy Minecraft sword, starts waving it around, and is like, we must duel. For my honor. Apparently, he probably watched, like, some kind of, like, movie from, like, medieval fights or something, and now he was like, everything is about one's honor, and we must have a duel to, like, figure out whose honor is, I don't even know, bro. I can't follow the logic if there is none. I'm sorry. And the teacher at this point is just so startled and taken aback by the series of events that just occurred within like a 45-second window. First, the Minecraft kid says, you made a mistake, when obviously he didn't. Second, he says, you have disrespected my honor. Then he pulls out one of those floppy Minecraft diamond sword foam things. And then fourth, he said, we must duel. All with it. This is... What did I say? 6th grade? This is like a 6th grade class. This isn't kindergarten, bro. What is going on? So yeah, the Minecraft kid is like, all right, the duel shall commence. And everyone is just looking at him like, dude, what? What? And Sophie is so taken aback because she knew the Minecraft kid was maybe a little weird and he didn't study for the test. But she could not in a million years have predicted this at all. Like, even if someone said, yo, the Minecraft kid's about to fight his teacher PvP style with a fake Minecraft sword, she would have looked at them like, all right, buddy, like, all right, bro, like, I know for a fact that's not happening. And then, all of a sudden, the Minecraft kid shouts out, for honor and glory! And he starts running towards the teacher and is like, goes up to him, it's like, pop, 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 so it's like whapping him with the side of like the foam sword, doing absolutely no actual damage except like plus 100 annoyance damage. Like, the annoyance meter is going up really, really quickly. The actual damage bar, nothing has changed. But the annoyance bar, that thing is shooting through the roof. And the teacher's like, hey, stop it. You can't do that. And the Minecraft kid is like, this is for my honor. And starts like whapping him with like the little Minecraft sword. And the teacher must have had a bad day and also was just so shocked by the events going on because he grabs the sword, rips it out of his hand, and like throws it across the room, super angry. At this point, right, the Minecraft kid is kind of snapped out of his like weird like Minecraft headspace or whatever, and it's kind of snapped back to reality, realizing how stupid the thing he just did was. And he's like looking up at the teacher, and the teacher looks at him super angry at this point because the teacher is no longer in a state of shock where he just has no idea what's even going on. The teacher is looking at him like, you messed up, kid. And he looks at the Minecraft kid and he says, that's it. Principal's office now. Subscribe if you haven't already. Now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some that recommended. Go watch one. I'll be very happy. Thanks. Today we have a story time of this Minecraft kid who thinks the Wither is actually real and out to get him. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. So sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. So if you also want to send in a subscriber story, you can do so either to my Instagram or the Discord server. Both links are in the description. But the subscriber who sent in today's story, we're going to call him James. And as always, I get these names from the comment section, so leave a comment of a name you'd like me to use. It doesn't really matter. It can be your name, your mom's. I don't care. Anyways, right? So James, this happened to him back when he was in 2nd grade. James is, I think, in like 6th grade now or 7th grade or something. He's significantly older at this time. But this was back in the day when like Minecraft was all the rage. And I don't mean like the second wave, like more recently, like 2019. I mean like the 2014, 15, 16 kind of era of Minecraft. That was a beautiful period to enjoy Minecraft, in my opinion. But anyways, right, so at this point, James and his friends had just been discovering Minecraft. And we're going to call one of James's friends Minecraft Kid. And by the way, all these Minecraft Kid stories, they're not the same kid. I just call individuals Minecraft Kids. You got to understand that. Anyways, right, so one day James and his friends discover Minecraft, and it was like a huge new discovery to them. They all got super into it, but especially this one kid who we're calling the Minecraft Kid. He probably got the most into it out of all of them. So, you know, at least when I first discovered Minecraft, it was the coolest thing ever. Everything was interesting. You load into a world and you build a dirt hut. That is so, like, exhilarating. And now it's, like, run-of-the-mill whatever. But, you know, they were exploring it. They were learning about things. And they didn't really have a ton of access to the internet at that time, as their parents obviously limited them. And the fact that they were even able to get Minecraft in the first place was pretty impressive for them. Like, they were surprised their parents budged that much. But, yeah, so they were all able to install Minecraft. And they couldn't go on any multiplayer servers. And they didn't even know how to do that. That was way too technical for them. But they just went on one day and they were like building like a hut or whatever, like a dirt hut. They couldn't even really play together because they couldn't make a multiplayer server. They couldn't join like multiplayer or anything. But they were just all on their own worlds, building stuff and creating stuff. And, you know, on the first day of them doing that, they would build like their first dirt hut, and they'd come to school the next day, and James would be like, "Guys, I found iron." They'd be like, "What?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, I broke with a wooden pickaxe and it gave nothing." And they're like, "Dude, I think you won, bro. I think you beat the Minecraft." Basically, bro. Like, I'm not trying to make fun of that because honestly, that was probably the best era. Legitimately, that was the best era when everything was cool. But anyways, right, so they progress on throughout the game. And, you know, but one day, James and his friends have been playing Minecraft for like a couple weeks at this point, and one day James and his friends are hanging out at recess or whatever, or they're chilling during a free period. I don't think you had free periods in second grade. I'm pretty sure you had recess, but I don't know. It wasn't specified in the story that was sent to me. So anyways, right, they're chilling, and James and his friends are there, and then the Minecraft Kid runs up to them frantically and is like panting. Is like, guys, I need to talk to you. And they're all just like, "Oh my God, dude, what's going on? Like, is everything okay? Are you good? Like, is someone like about to attack us? Is there a scary man in a white van trying to like get us all? Or like, what's the deal here, bro?" And he looks at them. He's like, guys, I was playing Minecraft and I got access to the internet. And they're all like, because at this point, right, they don't really have access to the internet. He's like, I figured it out. I just had to go on quickly before my parents realized I was using the internet. Dude, to be fair, my mom didn't let me use the internet for a long time, and that is probably for the better. And I was reading this message place, this message board, and they were talking about this creature called the Wither, and they say if you make it in Minecraft, it'll come for you in real life. And bro, look, they were in second grade, so James and his friends were like, "Is this true?" Like, only in second grade would you not just flat out say, "Bro, it's a video game." You'd actually sit there, contemplate, and be like, is this legitimate? If I create this thing in Minecraft, will it spawn in the real life and come after me? Like, only in second grade, bro, would this ever happen. Which, like, I'm not even trying to, like, make fun of these kids, bro, because I was literally them. And to be fair, that was a great period in my life. But at this point, right, James and all of his friends kind of just take him at face value. And I know it sounds absurd, but like, bro, it's second grade, it is what it is. But at this point, right, the Minecraft Kid, James, and all of his friends are standing there at recess, starting to freak out because they're like, dude, what if the Wither comes for us? And then James like, guys, hold on. Like, you're fine, we're fine. As long as one of us doesn't make the Wither in Minecraft, there is not a chance that it will come after us. And even if we do, I am 90, 80, 50% certain that it won't actually happen. They're like, are you sure? It was on the internet. It has to be true. As you shall learn, not everything that's on the internet is real. But anyways, right, so they all went back home and they were, after school, of course. And, they were kind of feeling okay. Like, they weren't feeling that worried. They were feeling as if they were safe because none of them were going to go back and make the Wither in Minecraft. They just weren't going to do it. They didn't even know how to do it. And over the next couple days, they eventually learn about the Nether and they build a Nether portal, and some of them go in and they find all these new things. And it's pretty cool, right? They're exploring Minecraft. They learned about the Nether. And then several weeks later, they're just chilling at school, and it's James, the Minecraft kid, who was initially really worried about this and brought the whole suspicion to them. Some of the other friends as well, they were just hanging out. I think they were on the swings or something. They were talking about I just got my first Minecraft dog yesterday. It helps protect me against enemies, and it's also just a nice pet to have around. They were talking about maybe I've heard of name tags you can find in chests or whatever. And then one of the friends, we're gonna call him Ben because I only need to give him a name once, right? Ben walks up towards them with this look of guilt and also terror, and they're just dude, what is wrong? Because something is definitely up. And Ben just looks at them with this guilty expression, this look of I'm so sorry. And he just turns to them. He's like, guys, I've done something really bad. And they're all they start to get really nervous. They're like, no shot, he did it. No shot, he did it. He's like, guys, I was exploring the Nether. I was grinding for hours on the weekends, and I got a bunch of wither skeleton skulls, and they're start to panic because they learn from talking to some of the older kids at the school how to actually make a wither skeleton or a wither. And they're like, no, dude, don't tell me. He's like, I had to see if it was true. And the second I put the last head on, it started to shake and color and glow, and it started to go up, and I just turned off my Minecraft game. I haven't been on since, but guys, I'm so sorry, but it's definitely coming for us now. And at this point, right, Ben, the Minecraft kid, James, and all the other guys are just panicking. They're freaking out. Real quick, comment Wither down below or comment the Wither. You can do either of them. I'm going to search the comments by the term Wither, and we'll be hearting as many of those as possible. So if you want to farm some hearts, maybe even get top commenter on the channel, make sure you comment Wither down below and leave a like if you haven't. If you want to claim your free nothing, man. That's a pretty good deal. Anyways, right, so at this point, James, Ben, the Minecraft kid, and all of their friends are terrified. So the bell rings and they have to go back to class. And they can't pay attention at all because in their mind, they think that at any moment they'll hear down the hallways the whooshing sound of the wither when it spawns, or they'll see wither skeleton skulls fly. At this point, right, they read a myth online and they believed it to be true. And they have no idea how it's going to happen. But that almost makes it scarier because that means that the wither could strike at any time and at any place. So James decides to take matters into his own hands, and James is one of the guys that he went up and actually talked to one of the older kids who did play Minecraft, and by older I mean 4th or 5th grade. And James decided that he was going to go talk to the kid and really figure out how to defend himself from the wither attack. And James explains the situation to this kid who's in 5th grade. And obviously this kid who's in 5th grade is just in his head, he's like, this kid actually thinks the wither is real and actually going to come out, almost like the myth of Herobrine. The Herobrine was actually going to come and attack him if he made it in Minecraft. And he's like, this kid actually believes that the wither is going to attack him in real life. And the kid is just thinking to himself, because James is explaining the predicament and explaining man, what do I do? So right, this kid in 5th grade could have easily said, bro, that's not true. It's a myth that you read on the internet. Why would that even be true? But the kid decides to mess with him just a little bit more. And the 5th grader is like, bro, you did what? Oh my god, that's the first thing they teach you in Minecraft school. And he's like, you guys went to Minecraft school? And he's like, yeah, I totally did. It's totally real. And at this point, James is like, oh my god. And the older kid's like, bro, okay, there is a way to fix it. Just hear me out on this. And the older kid goes on to explain / make up on the spot that basically what needs to happen is Ben, the kid who spawned the wither, right? He has to return to the world where he made the wither in, and he has to fight it. And if he wins, then the curse is gone. But if he dies in Minecraft, they're all gonna die in real life. And at this point, right, James is like, bro, that's so much pressure, man. And the older kid's like, hey, you should have taken these precautions before spawning a wither. So James runs back, tells his friends the unfortunate news, and they decide that night they're gonna like gear up and go to his friend's house. It was a Friday anyways, so like, you know, they just quickly explained that they wanted an impromptu sleepover. And yeah, James's mom was like, all right, well, I wish you guys gave me a little bit more heads up, but I was talking with the other moms and they think it's okay and we'll be hosting. So James, you know, tells the other friends, all right, bring your computers. We're going to do this. We're going to get him suited up and we're going to fight the wither and we'll be free from this curse. And so, yeah, anyways, right, James and Ben and the Minecraft kid and all of the other, you know, friends, you know, they all go over to James's house and, you know, they get set up and, you know, they're preparing to open like the computer of, you know, Ben. And Ben's like, guys, I don't think I'm totally stacked. I don't know if I can do this. And they're like, dude, what do you have? He's like, I have an iron sword and iron armor. And they're like, oh my God, like that's not enough to defeat the wither. And they're like, but you have to do it. And, you know, at this point, Ben is like, all right, guys, this is it. I'm doing it. He opens up his laptop. You know, he fires up the Minecraft world. It's loading and they're all panicking. And when it opens up, right, the wither is about to explode, because if you don't know, the wither is like a boss in Minecraft that like when it starts actually like begins, there's like an explosion. And Ben is far enough away from the radius of the explosion that he doesn't take that much damage. But like boom, the wither starts firing wither skulls all around the place, blowing up nearby mobs and structures. And Ben is just like, oh my God, and just turns around and runs away. However, he's hit by one of the wither skeleton skulls that has the wither effect that is like still slowly taking damage away from Ben. And Ben's like, ah, the whole time. He's just running away, taking damage, being shot out, being blown apart by this wither. And everyone's like, Ben, turn around, fight it, fight it, fight it. So eventually, right, Ben does turn around. He's on like 3 hearts left. And they're like, actually, no, run, run, run. And Ben's like, what do you want me to do? And then the wither hits him. He's taking wither damage. He's on half a heart. And then boom, he dies. And they're all just completely silent at this point, because in their minds, that's a death sentence. They're all about to be executed by the wither at any second. So what happens is when this happens, no one says anything. And then they all run down the stairs screaming. And at this point, James's mom is like, what is going on? And James's mom is obviously pretty concerned at this point, because all the kids come down screaming and like crying, and she's like, guys, what happened? And they're all like blabbering on like, we lost in a video game, now we're all gonna die because the wither's gonna come out. And she's like, one at a time, calm down, please. And James is like, mom, we're all gonna die. And she's like, bro, what are you talking about? Because she started to get a little concerned. And he's like, okay. And he basically explains that they're playing Minecraft and that they looked online and it said if they made this mob in Minecraft that it was gonna come after them. And the only way to defeat it, according to the older kid at school, was that if they were able to defeat it in Minecraft, and that Ben sucks at Minecraft, so he died to it, and now they're all gonna perish in real life. And James's mom is looking at them like, guys, that's not real. And they're like, but the internet said so. And then the older kid, he's like, yeah, the internet's full of lies and the older kid was messing with you. And they all stop like crying for a second. They're like, what? Subscribe if you haven't already, and now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some that are recommended. Go watch one. I'll be very happy. Bye. Today we got a story time of a Minecraft kid who lies to everyone about having a girlfriend and ends up getting exposed in front of everybody. And it's pretty funny, so sit back, relax, leave a like in the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. So I'm going to call the subscriber David, and by the way, you can leave a name down below that you want me to use. I got this name from the comments because I'm too lazy to think of my own, because if I think of my own, I'm going to use Ben every single time. But anyways, right, so David, he was in 5th grade, and you know, when he was in class, he was class with this one guy, and we're just gonna call this guy the Minecraft kid. And by the way, not all of the kids in the titles that have, when I call them Minecraft kid, it's not the same guy. It's not one guy living a crazy life, bro. I've had to clarify that once in the comments, I think, but yeah, the Minecraft kid across all my videos are not the same Minecraft kid. It's just a phrase, it's just a saying. But anyways, right, David was in class with this kid who we're just gonna call the Minecraft kid. He was kind of known as the Minecraft kid because he kind of reused the same Minecraft creeper hoodie every single day, so people eventually just started calling him that. But anyways, right, so one day, David's in class, and things seem pretty normal, and it's around Valentine's Day, which happened to be a couple days ago. Very sad day. I was on Instagram. Every single story was someone posting with someone else, like, oh my god, my Valentine, and this reminded me that I am alone. Anyways, though, in this story that took place a little while ago, it was almost Valentine's Day, and people were kind of talking about, like, oh my god, who has a Valentine's here? But since they're in 5th grade, bro, like, no one had a Valentine. Like, maybe, I think there was, like, 2 kids in the class that had, like, a Valentine. And that meant that, like, when the teacher wasn't looking, they would sneak in holding hands at recess, which was like, oh my god, is that 5th base, guys? Is holding hands 5th base? Like, that was kind of the level that they were at, which, low-key, that was a fun period in my life. I mean, the lady stores weren't any better back then, but it was still a pretty fun period in my life. But anyways, right, they were having a discussion on, like, February 12th or 13th or something about, like, oh, who has a date for Valentine's Day? And the Minecraft kid doesn't really speak up in class that much. He kind of just keeps to himself because, you know, if he's allowed to have his computer out, he's going to be grinding away at some, like, trying to mine some diamonds or something, bro. This kid has his priorities in check. No, but on a serious note, right, the kid, you know, the Minecraft kid kind of pipes up and joins the conversation, because at this point, everyone was talking about, oh, does so-and-so, like, have a, like, Valentine? Oh, I heard Jimmy and Jessica, they're going out or something, which by going out literally just meant they were dating, and by they were dating, I mean everyone said that they were dating, and they would hold hands occasionally if that was super scandalous back in 5th grade. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid pipes up and says, actually, I have a Valentine's this year. And they were all kind of, like, shocked. Not just to be mean, right? But they just never saw this guy talk to any of the girls, which, hey, bro, he's focusing on his crafting. He's focusing on mining some diamonds. I respect that. He's got his priorities in check, as I said earlier. But they were kind of confused because, like, the Minecraft kid had never really, like, talked to a woman before. I know that sounds bad, but, like, I mean, he's had conversations, but he never, like, tried to flirt anyone up, or, like, he never tried to, like, get to know any of them like that. He'd obviously have conversations, like, he would, like, if they were lab partners, he wasn't like, oh my god, it's a girl, and just doesn't say anything and freaks out the whole time. He, like, could communicate with them, but you know what I mean, like, he didn't, like, talk to any of them like that, or that's what they thought before he said that, so they were a little bit confused, and they were like, oh, wait, who is it? Minecraft kid. And they said his actual name, but I'm calling him Minecraft kid. And at this point, right, David was in the conversation, and David wasn't really that close with the Minecraft kid, but he at least knew who he was. And he was also kind of curious because he felt the same sentiment as everyone else in the conversation, that they'd never seen the Minecraft kid talk to anyone. And the Minecraft kid ends up explaining to them that she goes to a different school. And that phrase has been memed so much at this point. But this was, like, long ago enough that, like, it wasn't a mainstream meme for you to be like, she goes to a different school, guys. She's real. Like, this kid legitimately a couple years, or, like, whenever this happened a while back, like, legitimately was like, she goes to a different school, guys. Like, trust me. And no, he stayed pretty strong, and then people were like, oh, what's her name? And the dude's like, no, he actually thought of it a little quicker, but it'd be funny if it was like, huh, I guess I never thought that far. No, he said that her name was Abby, and that she went to insert high school, right? And it's important that he said her name and the high school for later on in the story when he gets exposed in front of everyone. But for now, just know that everyone in that conversation, including David, knew the girlfriend, quote-unquote, massive quotations, name and the high school that she attends. So a couple of days go by, and it's eventually Valentine's Day, and at the school, there was, like, a little mailbox where you could, like, give people Valentines, and, like, the teacher would write a nice note and put candy in everyone's mailbox, but you're also able to give other people, like, Valentine's letters. Which, to be honest, if I was a teacher, I don't know if I'd do that. If I was going to do anything, it'd be every kid, like, writes a Valentine's letter to a specific person, because then, you know, some kids are going to feel bad, or they're going to be like me and not receive any other Valentine's letters. Sad. Anyways, right, but, you know, the important thing from that day is the Minecraft kid opens up his mailbox and sees one letter from the teacher and then one letter from quote-unquote Abby, right? And he picks it up and he makes it very clear to David and the other people in the conversation, right, that, oh, here's my Valentine's letter from Allie. And they're all like, oh, really? And he starts reading it, and he's like, Dearest Minecraft kid, obviously says his name, not Minecraft kid, but dearest Minecraft kid, I love you so much. You are so cute, attractive, smart, talented, humble, and wise. And at this point, like, some of the girls in the conversation were kind of looking at each other like, this is kind of a suspect letter. Because, like, they knew that, like, look, everyone is different. But the girls, like, one of them, if they were to have a boyfriend, they weren't about to write, you are wise, cute, handsome, smart, intelligent, the greatest man on planet Earth. Like, they weren't about to write it like that. They might have written a little bit like that, but more of, like, our relationship, how much I appreciate you, etc. It just felt a little weird to some of them, but they honestly couldn't pinpoint that it was fake at this point. However, right, throughout the entire day, the Minecraft kid starts to, like, he has a bit of an ego problem because he starts talking like, he's like, oh, it must be so sad to not have a Valentine's on Valentine's Day. I'm so sorry, guys. It must be so sad because I'm feeling so good right now. And just being like a complete jerk at this point. But anyways, right, so some of the kids that were having the conversation, David and some of the other people, were starting to get a little bit upset because Valentine's Day kid knew that they didn't have anyone on Valentine's Day, which is totally fine, guys. Trust me. You can be just like me if you really want to do that. No, I'm just kidding. But, like, they were, like, fine with it, but they knew that, like, the Minecraft kid was intentionally trying to grind their gears, like, intentionally trying to, like, rub it in their face that he had this super awesome relationship. She just happened to go to a different school. So one of the girls in the group, she was, like, thinking about it, and she's like, you know what? I actually have a friend who goes to that school. And is talking, because, like, afterwards, the whole group got together again because they were kind of genuinely friends, including David, the subscriber. And one of the girls, I'll say it again, she said to them, she's like, guys, you know the Minecraft kid and his girlfriend? And they were like, yeah, he's been talking about it all day. It's so annoying. And she's like, you know the school that, he mentioned that she went to? And they're like, yeah. And she's like, I was thinking about it. I'm pretty sure I have a friend who goes there. And they're like, oh, really? And then they're just like, all right, what was her name again? And they all kind of forgot until David was like, Abby. The name was Abby. And she's like, oh, yeah, Abby. Okay. So I'm going to do a little investigation, and I'll get back to you guys to see if this girlfriend is actually real. Because that letter, it was just a little suspicious. And to be honest, I think David and these other people wouldn't have really cared if the Minecraft kid lied about having a girlfriend. It was just the fact that he went, like, on, like, a complete rampage talking about how he feels so bad for them because they're single on Valentine's Day and how, oh, it must be so hard for them. Obviously being just to, like, rub in their faces. I mean, being like, oh, I'm so sorry for you because you don't have what I have is basically like saying, haha, I have something you don't, which, like, bro, that's pretty annoying. So, understandably, they want to see if this kid's lying, because if this kid is lying, then that's pretty embarrassing. And spoiler, or not really spoiler, because it's in the title, he was. Before I go into the rest of the story, I just want to say the secret word now because it gets really, really interesting very quickly. So the secret word of today is girlfriend. Please make it one word, so girlfriend. I'm going to search the comments by the secret phrase, which is girlfriend. I'll heart as many of them as I can. I can't get to them all, but I'll do my best. And it's one of the easiest ways to farm some comments or farm some hearts and maybe even become top commenter on the channel. Hey, man, anything's possible. So anyways, the next day rolls around, and David, he gets into school, and once again, the Minecraft kid starts going on about how, guys, I hope you guys were okay yesterday, because after school, I went out and had a fantastic date with my awesome, super hot, super smart, super popular girlfriend, and everyone's at this point starting to get a little tilted. And he's like, yeah, I'm so sorry to all the singles in here. And at this point, right, David's like, bro, come on, shut up. You know exactly what you're doing. And he knew exactly what he was doing. But his reign of terror was about to end. Because the girl, we're going to call her, we're going to call her Kate, right? The girl who had a friend who went to this school that Abby, quote unquote, apparently went to, Kate did a little research last night. She talked to her friend, and she really grilled her friend for some information. And as the Minecraft kid was middle of his rant in front of the whole class, the teacher was out or something, or late or whatever, Kate gets up, and she's like, oh, Minecraft kid, your girlfriend's name is Abby, right? And he's like, yeah. And she goes to blank high school, because I don't know, I don't want to make up something, right? She went to X high school, whatever, right? And he's like, yeah, she does. She's real, by the way. And she's like, oh, well, that's crazy, because I actually have a friend who goes to X high school. And the Minecraft kid's face is completely, like, dropped. Like, he just lost all the coloring from his face. Like, he went pale, bro. He was starting to go a little blue. He forgot to breathe. He just knew he was caught so bad. And she's like, you know what's interesting? And turns to the entire class. You know what is interesting, guys, Kate started to say as she turned to everyone in the class. There is actually an Abby that goes to X high school. And the Minecraft kid's like, see, I told you she was real. And Kate goes on to say, but there's only one Abby who goes to that high school. And that Abby happens to be very, very good friends with my friend who also goes to that high school. And in fact, she's so close that we were able to all get on a phone call together, or she was able to communicate somehow, right? Let's just say group phone call or something. And I asked her, and are you dating or even know this kid who goes to my school? And I said, your first and last name, Minecraft kid. She didn't say, do you know Minecraft, comma, kid? No, I'm just kidding. But and the Minecraft kid's like, starts to panic again because he knows he's caught. And Kate goes on to say, and Abby very nicely told me she has no idea who you are. And at this point, right, the Minecraft kid, he knows he's done. He doesn't even say anything. He just sits down. Subscribe if you haven't already. Now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some to recommend, and go watch one. It'll make me very happy. Today we got a story time of a Minecraft kid who actually thought Herobrine was real and out to get him. But there's a bit of a twist in today's episode. That Minecraft kid was me. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. This will be a fun one. Sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. This all started on my birthday back in 5th grade. I remember this. And my birthday's in earlier, closer to the start of the year. So I was only a couple days into classes, and I remembered that what I wanted for my birthday was, yes, my own very copy of Minecraft on my mom's old Mac, which was could barely run it at the time. It was even old for standards back in the day. But anyways, I wanted a copy of Minecraft because I would always go over to my friend's house and they would be playing Minecraft, and I really liked the game, even though I never actually had a copy myself. And to be fair, back in the day, I kind of did enjoy watching people play the game. I kind of explained it now as I enjoyed, how you'll watch people play a game as you're kind of watching me play Minecraft right now and still have some decent amount of enjoyment from it, if not a different type of enjoyment. I had enjoyment from watching my friends play it, but I also wanted to play too. So I remember it was the morning of, I don't know what birthday it was, but it was my birthday morning. I walked downstairs and yeah, I booted up my computer and, there it was. I opened up my birthday card and it was a code for the Mojang store to download Minecraft. And I went in there and I downloaded it. And I remember I opened up a single player world and I couldn't even move. I'm not even kidding. I had no idea what the jump mechanics were. Actually, I could move. I knew how to walk straight. I had no idea what the jump mechanics or the place mechanics or any of the other mechanics were. So I distinctly remember falling into a hole, it being very dark, and then me having no idea what's going on, and then it was time for me to go to school. And yeah, of course, as time went on, I got better and better at Minecraft. I didn't continue to not know how to jump, even though I did just miss a jump 1 second ago, so you might be questioning me. But, as time went on, I got better at Minecraft, I learned more about it, and I got super into it. I remember 5th grade was really the time when me and my friends were super, super into Minecraft. That was the game of the moment. I still really do appreciate the game. I don't really play it as much in my spare time as my spare time is filled with things I like to do. I don't have a lot of free time anymore, which is good because I'm, doing things I like. But I will always have a deep sense of appreciation for this game. And it's also the game of choice I use for basically every single background video. I haven't used non-Minecraft gameplay in a long time. But anyways, right, as I was gaining more knowledge about Minecraft, I was also looking stuff up. I remember I spent hours and hours on the Minecraft wiki, man. I probably gave that page hours of watch minutes, if that's even a website SEO thing. I used to stand there all the time, and I remember my first time, spawning the Ender Dragon. Of course, it was in creative, man. I haven't even done it. Like, I've not beaten Minecraft legit, yet I'm pretty decent at PvP and pretty decent at parkour, and have played hundreds of hours of Minecraft. I've never beaten it legit, and I'm gonna do that one day. Anyways, as I was investigating into Minecraft more and more, let me just say I was a very gullible 5th grader. I was someone who took everything at face value. There was a lot of things that I learned very late in the game that weren't actually true. I don't want to make any references just in case I have younger viewers who still believe in certain things that I'm not going to even get into. I believed in those things for a very long time. Let me just say that the one thing I believed in was associated with a certain holiday, but anyways, right, I digress. I believed in stuff kind of at face value, and I didn't learn that, not everything on the internet is true. Or, yeah, that not everything on the internet is true, and you shouldn't believe everything you see. And that's when I started to learn about, ooh, Herobrine, ooh. Real quick, comment Herobrine down below. I'll try and heart a bunch of those comments to say thank you. Anyways, right, yeah, I learned a little bit about Herobrine, and I don't know if you guys remember ever seeing this as a kid or if you saw it recently, but there's like a doctored video of like Herobrine appearing on a server, or there's like a photo of Herobrine. I think I saw the photo first on like one of the forums, and then I saw the doctored video because of course I rushed to YouTube to see like, oh my god, is Herobrine real? And I looked up Herobrine real footage, and sure enough, I got that video of like Herobrine like appearing or whatever, and I was like freaked out. I was like, what if he appears in my world? Because I'd always play like single player worlds, and I'd play it kind of later at night. I didn't have any siblings, so I'd usually just play it by myself, kind of alone, and it wasn't that scary. However, the mobs did scare me for a very, very long time, a kind of embarrassingly long time. I mean, throwback to my days on Minecraft Pocket Edition. Even the light version, dude, I used to rock Minecraft free. Yeah, there was a free version of Minecraft at one point. I remember when the zombies came out, I used to build straight up and wait for day. And I remember that, like, I was looking into it, and I somehow convinced myself that like Herobrine, because I think at that time I believed a little bit in like the paranormal, and or at least I wanted to believe because it would make my life more interesting. So I was like, oh my god, there's video proof. What if he infects my world? And I was like, that was a legitimate concern, bro. Throwback to the days in 5th grade when all the concerns in life, all the things that you were worried about, you weren't worried about school, jobs, relationships. You were worried about Herobrine infecting your Minecraft world. That was number one on the worry list, bro. That was number one top concern. Yeah, that was my top concern at the time, and I remember I actually, like, began to freak out quite a bit about Herobrine, and instead of playing Minecraft, I just ended up doing more research about Herobrine, because I was so worried that Herobrine would come into my single-player world, and I don't know what he would do, but he would attack me or something. I don't even know, bro. He would do something, so instead of playing, like, Minecraft, I would go on the forums and go on websites and look at YouTube videos, and yeah, there's a handful of people saying it was fake at the time. But you gotta realize that back in the day, like, people really kind of believed it. Like, I'm sure most adults knew it was fake, and a lot of them just hyped it up for, like, content and fun. But more people believed it back then, because no one believes it now. But, like, people legitimately believed it back then. And it was, like, a legend at my school. I remember it. I learned about Herobrine, like, before I even learned about Minecraft. I'm not even kidding you. And I remember I was freaking out about it. So one day in 5th grade, I go up to one of my friends. And he might be doing something with me in the channel this summer. It's not the one, not my other friend, who's on the other channel. But I have another friend who I've made some other stories about. And I remember going up to him and talking about Herobrine and how scared I was. And I remember him just kind of giving me this look like, bro. Kind of being like, Connor, Herobrine is not real. And I remember being like, but bro, I saw a video. And he's like, doctored. But I saw an image. Also doctored. But people said it was real. People line the internet. And I was still not convinced. I was like, oh, how do you know? And he's like, dude, there's so many videos debunking it. And also, it is a screenshot. Do you know how easy it is to doctor a screenshot? At this point, I had no idea what Photoshop was. I use Photoshop for all my thumbnails now, and I'm pretty well versed in it. But at the time, I had no idea what Photoshop was. I guess I understood that, like, things could be fake on the internet, but I was just such a gullible kid back in the day that I was like, what? It's on the internet? It must be true. Subscribe if you haven't already. Now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some that recommend it. Go watch one, I'll be very happy. Bye. Today we got a story time of a Minecraft kid who bites his teacher after his teacher says Minecraft is stupid. Yeah, not even kidding. Sit back, relax, leave a like on the video, and let's get right into it. So we're going to call the subscriber who sent in today's story, we're going to call him Charles, right? And I got the name from the comment section, so if you want me to use your name, your friend's name, or really any name you want, make sure to leave a comment with that name down below. But anyways, right, Charles was in class, and he was in class in 6th grade. And in this class, there's a kid who we're going to call the Minecraft kid. And by the way, I don't hate you if you like Minecraft. When I say Minecraft kid, I don't mean someone who plays Minecraft. I mean, bro, it's pretty obvious just by looking at the background of this video that I enjoy myself some good Minecraft as well. But anyways, right, one day in class, they were just like sitting there having a discussion, and the teacher brings up the fact that they have a pretty major assessment coming up. And this pretty major assessment happened to be a project which everyone in the class is pretty happy about because, you know, whenever I get a project in a class, I'm feeling pretty happy because you can kind of do it whenever at your own pace. You don't have to study a lot of stuff to, like, do it on a test. You can always kind of have someone double check your work. Even though projects can sometimes end up being more work than studying for a test, you just feel more secure in the outcome, so everyone loves themselves a good project. But anyways, right, the teacher announces that they had a project, and the subscriber Charles was pretty happy about this. And the teacher goes on to say that, go back home, think of an idea that you want to do, and come to me the next day and we'll talk about it. This class was a history class, but specifically a history class focused on, like, great battles or whatever, or important battles of history. And you were supposed to, you know, come up with an idea, choose a battle, and then go to class the next day and give, like, a mini 30-second presentation. The teacher's either going to, like, okay it, or if they deny it, they'll hopefully, like, explain why. Be like, oh, you got to be more specific. Oh, I've seen this one so often. Can you please choose a new one? Or, oh, I don't know, like, this isn't exactly like a battle, like, let me point you towards a better direction. I don't know exactly, but that was basically what was going to happen. And so anyways, the teacher then says, all right, guys, we got 15 minutes left of class. How about you get into small groups and discuss what projects or what battles you might be choosing / researching for our mini presentation tomorrow, where I'll basically give you the okay to go ahead on, like, the 2-week project to do a big presentation about it. And so, you know, the groups are kind of randomized / who you're sitting near, and it was Charles, 2 other kids, and the Minecraft kid, because Charles and the Minecraft kid weren't, like, that friendly, but the Minecraft kid just happened to be sitting next to them. So one of Charles's friends, like, was like, oh, went over to Charles pretty quickly to join a group with him. And then there's another kid who was nearby, and the Minecraft kid was also nearby. So they all came together at kind of the same table, and we're like, all right, let's just have a little discussion. So they go around talking about what battles they want to do. And they keep going around, so the Minecraft kid was, like, the last one to kind of, like, share, and they go around, they say what battles, they say kind of why or whatever, and then the Minecraft kid talks about how he is going to cover one of the most epic battles on his multiplayer server with his friends. At this point, right, Charles, I almost called him David, that was the name of the last guy 2 videos ago, and Charles kind of looks at the Minecraft kid like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, at first Charles thought the Minecraft kid was joking, that he was gonna, like, use his, like, Minecraft battle on his PvP server. He thought that that was a joke, because they're like, you know, that'd be kind of funny. Like, I mean, it's not, like, the greatest humor of all time, but to say, oh, I'm gonna go, my research project's gonna be on this video game battle I did, that's got some humor to it, that's funny enough, I'll give credit where credit is due. And, but Charles kept looking at the Minecraft kid, and he started to realize that this kid wasn't joking, man. This kid was serious. And the other guys start to realize this too, and then the subscriber Charles says, hey, you know, like, Minecraft kid, obviously said his real name, but he's like, hey, Minecraft kid, you know you can't actually, like, you're joking, right? You know you can't actually cover the most epic PvP battle on your Minecraft server. And the Minecraft kid says, why not? Like, it's a battle. This is battle history class or whatever. I'm going to do a presentation on probably one of the most epic battles of all time. And the kids kind of respond to that like, bro, I think we means a real battle. And, you know, Minecraft kid's like, bro, what do you mean a real battle? Did the thing happen on my server? Yes, it did. Therefore, it is real. Therefore, I can do it. End of story. So everyone at this point is kind of like, all right, like, we're not changing this guy's mind. Like, the fact he didn't listen to us is kind of just like, okay, like, suffer then. Fair enough, you do you. Like, Charles, the subscriber, his conscience was clear, bro. Like, he didn't feel bad about anything that was gonna happen, and let me just say, quite a lot did happen, because he warned him. He warned the Minecraft kid, but the Minecraft kid didn't care, and you know, the next day rolled around, and they all went up in front of the class. And by the way, like, the way that this was done was a little weird, but like, they gave a mini presentation with like one night's worth of research in front of everyone, and then the teacher would like publicly be like, okay, you get the green light or no. If I was a teacher, the way I would have done it is like, had this been done private, or even have just like asked the kids to like give the, like, just tell me about which battle they chose. I guess he wanted to give them an option to do some research, but it didn't make a ton of sense to me. But whatever, man, I'm not this teacher. I didn't go to school for teaching. Like, who knows, man. But anyways, right, so the next day rolls around, and Charles does his presentation about, like, I don't know, something in World War II, and his friends do a presentation about, I don't know, some ancient Roman battle that was consequential. Very standard stuff. I think they went up there with like a slideshow with like 4 or 5 bullet points on it. I mean, I think this was like 6th or 7th grade. I forgot what I said in the beginning. But this was like kind of like middle school, whatever. So there's not a lot expected. And the presentations were going well. And the teacher had actually greenlit every single one. Like, there was no presentation that he was like, oh, you can't do that. I think for one, he might have been like, oh, can you refine this a little bit? Or maybe can you expand this? Like, this is too small of a scope. But basically, right at this point, the teacher has, you know, greenlit every single project. And this is when the Minecraft kid walks up, all confidently. And Charles and his friends, or his one friend that joined him the day before, they're sitting next to each other, or they're sitting at the same table, however the classroom is arranged, I'm not totally sure. And Charles kind of leans over to his friend. He's like, all right, what are the odds this Minecraft kid is actually going through with presenting the fact that he's going to do, like, I don't know, a PvP server as like a battle for his presentation? Or do you think this kid chickened out? And the friend kind of like leaned back and said, bro, there's not a shot he's actually doing that. So things are about to go down, aka, you know, the Minecraft kid is going to end up biting his teacher in front of everyone. But before we do that, I just don't want to interrupt the flow of the video. So just comment Minecraft. I know I said that like a couple videos ago, but just comment Minecraft. I'm going to filter the comments by the word Minecraft. I'll try and give a lot of you guys a heart. I'm pretty busy, like life and I don't know, life. So I can't get to them all, but comment Minecraft down below. I'll heart as many of them as I can. Anyways, so right, the subscriber and his friend were just like, yeah, no way this kid's actually going to try and present Minecraft. Like, oh, I'm going to do like in his kind of like low-key serious like class about like histories of like battles and stuff, right? He's going to be like, yeah, so on my Minecraft server, I fought my friend and it was really important. And I think it's important enough that I can do a presentation about it. Like, bro, it's just not gonna fly. I don't know how else to say it. It's just not gonna work. Anyways, right, Minecraft kid goes up in front of everyone, and he opens up his, you know, his presentation, PowerPoint, I don't even know, Google Slides thing, and he opens it up, and it's actually like a slideshow instead of just like a list of bullet points. Yeah, so unlike all the other kids who just had bullet points, the Minecraft kid had like slides, and on his first slide it said, the biggest battle in history ever, period. Like a little period. I don't mean to be like period. No, I mean like a period. And it just, he's like, all right, guys, this is my presentation. And the teacher was like, kind of intrigued, bro. He was like, oh man, what is he going to do? Is he going to do like D-Day? Is it like, what is he going to do for this one? Goes to the next slide, and it's a screenshot of the Minecraft kid, like in his Minecraft avatar, standing over like a big pile of like swords, diamonds, like armor. Basically, when you kill someone in Minecraft, all their inventory like explodes all over the place. And it's a screenshot of him standing over a big pile of inventory from his friend. He's like, this is the biggest battle of all time. At this point, the teacher's like, hey, bro, what the fuck? And Charles, the subscriber, is just like, my boy did it. He actually did the Minecraft presentation. And the Minecraft kid goes on to present, basically saying, like, his reasons for why it's the biggest thing ever. And the reasons were awful. I mean, I don't know how you guys expected the reasons to be good, but yeah, the reasons were awful. And the teacher looked kind of annoyed because the teacher was having such a good streak of, like, perfect presentations. Everything had been greenlit, like, everything was going so well. And then, like, the teacher was kind of insulted by this because he felt like the Minecraft kid was not taking his class seriously. The thing that he didn't understand is the Minecraft kid genuinely believed he wasn't, like, pulling a prank or wasn't trolling. Like, at least the subscriber, right, does believe that, like, the Minecraft kid wasn't trolling. There's a chance that he actually was just doing a big practical joke, but the subscriber thinks the Minecraft kid was legitimately, right, legitimately thought that this was an okay thing to do. And, yeah, so then he's like, all right, teacher, kind of looks at him, and the teacher looks back at him with this look of just like, bro. And the teacher looks at him and says, this assignment was supposed to be about important battles of history, not about a stupid game that you played with your friends. And it was just the class went silent because the teacher wasn't like, come on, man. Like, I mean, the teacher understandably was upset, but it was just like this weird silence afterwards because the Minecraft kid, who was looking at him all eagerly, like ready to be greenlit on his big presentation, right, is just absolutely destroyed. And the Minecraft kid then mumbles under his breath, what did you say? And the teacher's like, what I said was I didn't expect a presentation on a stupid game. And in the middle of saying game, the Minecraft kid ran up to him and like bit him on the arm. At this point, right, the subscriber and his friends are just completely blown away because they're like, dude, we're in 6th grade, bro. This is in kindergarten. What are you doing? And he's like, ah. And the teacher's like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? And he like, the Minecraft kid like, he didn't like draw blood or anything. This is like one of those like kids biting you or whatever. He's like, that's for disrespecting Minecraft. Yeah, the panting sounds were because the Minecraft kid was out of breath from running over to the teacher and biting him. Like that 2-foot jog was enough to completely send him out of breath, but whatever, bro. And he's like, yeah, that was for disrespecting Minecraft. It is not a stupid game. At this point, right, everyone's like, oh my God, this kid, bro. Oh my God. Like, what? Is he okay, bro? Because at this point, right, yeah, this kid's going to the principal's office. He's probably getting some detention, if not getting suspended, because he did, like, attack the teacher, basically. Because if you bite someone, that's an attack. And the teacher just looks at him with this look of, like, horror, because he's, like, shocked. Not, like, scared of the kid, because, like, whatever, he did, like, a stupid bite. But, like, just a look of shock, because he just has... He doesn't understand why anyone would even do this. Like, he's like, bro, what are you doing, man? And then the teacher quickly composes himself after being shocked and is like... What you just did was unacceptable. Go to the principal's office immediately. I will be following you there to like give every single detail. And then he quickly like whisks the Minecraft kid away. Is like, you're coming with me, and kind of grabs him by the shirt and walks him out of the door. At this point, right, the subscriber, his friend, and everyone else in the class is just sitting there in silence. And after like 2 to 3 seconds after, you know, the Minecraft kid and the teacher walk out of the classroom, everyone breaks out into discussion of like, what just happened? Subscribe if you haven't already, and now go watch another video. There's some on the screen, some that recommended. Yeah, go watch one. I'll be very happy. Today we have a story time of a Minecraft kid who was being a jerk to someone in class, so 2 of the classmates decide to get him on his Minecraft server and absolutely troll him so bad that he actually ends up crying. So yeah, sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's just jump right into it. So the subscriber who sent in this story, we're going to call him Simon, right? And I got that name directly from the comments from you guys suggesting a name. So don't forget to leave a comment of a name you'd like me to use. I'll try and do as many of them as I can. And in this class, right, Simon had another friend, and his friend was Bill. We're going to call him Bill at least. And also in this class was this guy who we're just going to call the Minecraft kid. And I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory to why this story even happened in the first place. Why did Simon and Bill decide to go on the Minecraft kid's Minecraft server and kind of just wreck the entire place and / mess with him the whole time? Because, you know, Simon and Bill are not necessarily mean-spirited people. They're actually, you know, they're not like the nicest people ever, but they aren't going to do something bad against someone if it's not totally deserved. And let me explain why the Minecraft kid kind of deserved what was coming to him. So basically, a couple weeks before this whole thing happened, because there had to be a decent amount of planning that went into all of this to actually troll him properly, the Minecraft kid, you know, he was kind of a big jerk to someone, and I'll explain exactly how. So a couple weeks ago, they had a really major test in one of their classes, and it was a pretty difficult test, and you had to study a lot for it. But it was still like, even if you studied a lot for it, you could still do kind of poorly on it because it was a math test. And man, I study for math a lot, and I still, I'm not perfect at it. It's hard. You have to problem solve. It's difficult. But anyways, right, there was like, people took the test, and it was pretty difficult. And then one of the days, the teacher went around handing back all the tests. And there's this one kid in the class who we're going to call Ben because he's not important later in the story, and that's my fill-in name. Anyways, right, Ben gets his test back, and he doesn't do that well on it. Ben, he fails the test, and that happens, man. If that ever happens to you, don't let that, bring you down. Try and use that as a learning experience to figure out, okay, what went wrong here? How can I do better? But anyways, right, Ben failed the test, and Ben was definitely self-conscious about it. He didn't want other people to know because to him it was pretty embarrassing, and also to me it's embarrassing. Like, I don't want people to know if I don't do well. So understandably, right, Ben was trying to kind of hide his result. Like, he saw it and he flipped it over quickly. He's like, oh God, that's bad. He's going through the problems, figuring out exactly why that happened. And the teacher said to everyone, hey guys, I'm gonna have to go leave the room to go do something. I don't know if that something was. Maybe he went over to mine some Bitcoin. Yes, I'm bringing that joke back. You thought it was gone. You're wrong. Bring that joke back. Anyways, for some reason, right, the teacher leaves the room. And the Minecraft kid, who happened to do pretty well on this test, because he was decently good at math at this point, he was sitting right behind Ben and saw what Ben got. And when the teacher was out of the class, the Minecraft kid went up to Ben, grabbed the paper out of his hand, looked at it, and said, everyone look, Ben failed the test. Basically exposing this guy in front of everyone. And it wasn't even like Ben and the Minecraft kid were like friends and the Minecraft kid was being hard and trolling him or whatever. He was honestly just being a jerk to feel better about himself. Because we don't know how well the Minecraft kid did, but we're assuming he did a little bit better than fail, but maybe he didn't live up to his expectations. So he was trying to compensate by humiliating someone, bro. When I heard this in the DMs, because by the way, if you want to send me in a story like this, you can do so either to my Instagram or Discord server. When I was reading this, I was like, bro, this kid sucks. But anyways, right, the subscriber Simon and his friend Bill were in that class and witnessed the whole thing went down, and they felt like that just simply wasn't right. And Simon and Bill kind of felt like, wow, Ben honestly didn't deserve that, and this Minecraft kid is kind of a jerk. And why he was known as a Minecraft kid is he ran a little Minecraft server that he basically spent all of his free time doing. And, the Minecraft kid had also kind of had a history of being a jerk before this, but this was kind of the final straw because both Simon and Bill were pretty close friends with Ben, and Ben really took that to heart, and it took him a while to get over, how traumatizing that was, basically. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid was known as the Minecraft kid because he kind of owned and ran the server, and it didn't have, it wasn't Hypixel, it didn't have tens of thousands of players at all time. It had, max, 5 players, and it was all kids from the class, so it wasn't this was his job or anything. It was just kind of a hobby. But basically, right, he was just he was on there and he was building stuff and he had other people go on and build stuff or whatever. It was your standard Minecraft server that you'd have with your friends. I know I definitely have had so many different Minecraft realms / servers with my friends. The list goes on, basically, right? But anyways, right, Simon and Bill were like, all right, Ben is taking this really hard. We got to get back at the Minecraft kid. And what's the best way to get back at him? Troll him and his favorite game, Minecraft. And the thing was that Bill, not Simon, Simon played a bit of Minecraft, but Bill was actually quite technically proficient when it came to Minecraft. And Bill said to Simon, I actually have a pretty good idea. Anyways, right, so Bill explained to Simon that, if he was somehow able to get backdoor access, he would be able to have, admin commands or something, or he'd be able to, look, I'm not technically proficient, I can't completely explain what happened, but Bill knew a lot about, servers and, being able to, I don't know, hacking or something. Dude, if you guys are super technically proficient, this video might sound, kind of goofy in the way I explain it. I'm sorry, I just don't know what I'm saying. I'll stick to what I'm told, basically. I'm not going to try and explain anything. But basically, right, Bill tries to explain to Simon that somehow, if he's able to get some kind of admin or backdoor or some kind of access to someone who also runs the server, he would be able, basically, they'd be able to troll the Minecraft kid really hard. Because currently, the server is in, complete like survival mode, like it's really locked in or something, and the Minecraft kid wouldn't be able to get out of survival mode, at least really easily. However, there was like some way that, you know, Simon, if he was like invited to the world and he also got some kind of backdoor access, he would be able to like enter creative, enter all these commands and stuff, and really like basically mess with the Minecraft kid a ton for what he did. I don't know technically how any of that works, but that's basically what was said. So there was another kid who was one of the Minecraft kid's closer friends who helped him like build the world or whatever. And this kid also happened, oh my god, voice crack, 1 like equals 1 prayer. This kid also happened to be pretty good friends with Ben. If anything, this kid was better friends with Ben than the Minecraft kid. And he was pretty upset with the Minecraft kid for what he did, because he wasn't in that class, but he was told what the Minecraft kid did to Ben, and he was upset. So, Simon and Bill decide that this kid, who he knows is friends with Ben, is the best guy to contact. And they basically go to this guy and message him, talking about how, hey, you know what happened to, Ben? And he's like, yeah, that's so annoying. I'm so upset with him. Like, I'm really mad. And Simon and Bill go on to say, hey, like, you don't have to do this, but if you were able to get, like, a Bill backdoor access, we would basically be able to troll the Minecraft kid and basically... I keep saying basically, I'm sorry. And essentially, there we go, if you guys are going to be happy of it, I say essentially now. And essentially what we'll be able to do is troll the Minecraft kid and get him back for being such a jerk to Ben. And, the Minecraft kid's friend being better friends with Ben and also mad at the Minecraft kid at the time says, sure, here's backdoor access. And he gives backdoor access to Simon. I mean, Bill, my bad. I keep mixing these things up, bro. It's hard, man. I got a small, tiny peanut brain. But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid's friend, who is better friends with Ben, explains to the Minecraft kid that, oh, he's whitelisting Simon and Bill, adding them to the server, because the Minecraft kid and Simon and Bill, they didn't necessarily not get along, but they weren't close friends. And the Minecraft kid's friend basically said, oh, no, they're cool, like I met them. They're really good builders. They're going to be a good addition to the world. Little did the Minecraft kid know that he was about to get completely trolled by Bill. Anyways, right, so Bill and Simon, they both get whitelisted and they both join the server, and they learn pretty quickly that the Minecraft kid will be on tomorrow, which tomorrow at this time would be Saturday morning. He'll be on from like 10 in the morning till like 4 in the afternoon or whatever. It's basically what the Minecraft kid does on his weekends, and that's starting to be, Saturday. So Simon and Bill decide, all right, what exactly are we going to do and how are we going to do it? And I'm not going to spoil that yet. You're just going to have to wait and see. Real quick, comment server if you made it this far into the video. That is SEVER. I'm going to filter the comments by server, and I'll be hearting as many of them as I can to kind of say thank you for watching. It's the easiest way to farm some comments and get top commenter on the channel. So yeah, go ahead and do that. Anyways, so this is how it's going to go. And I'm not going to spoil too much, but I want to give you a little premise. Simon is just going to be there kind of watching the whole thing go down naturally. Bill is going to be there, but he's going to be in creative mode and also invisible. So anyways, right, Simon and Bill join the game on, the Monday morning, and there's kind of like a TeamSpeak Discord server or whatever. So I know Simon joins that, but Bill does not, right? Bill doesn't want any presence of him being there. So Simon joins the TeamSpeak on Discord or whatever, and the Minecraft kid is explaining, all right, so we're going to go mine some resources and maybe continue on the build. I think we're going to do, like, maybe get some withers and get some wither stars or whatever. He basically is, like, going ahead and explaining what the plan of attack for today is. And the Minecraft kid is, he goes into his base, and let me explain this. There's a big base, there's, like, a chest room, and I don't know if you've ever had this happen, but... if a creeper, this happened to me a couple years ago, a creeper wandered into my chest room, and if you don't know, when the creeper explodes, it destroys the chests. And when it destroys the chests, all the items inside the chests are now outside of the chests, right? So it is insanely annoying when that happens. And so the first plan of attack was Simon and the Minecraft kid were to enter the chest room. And the Minecraft kid was explaining to Simon that, all right, so we're going to have to get, this efficiency 5 diamond pickaxe or whatever. And we're going to go down to the cave system. And what I want you to look for is just get a ton of stone, because we're going to make a really big castle building. I just need you to fill up inventory on inventory with sacks of stones. So they go downstairs to go get their picks. And it's a massive room with a ton of chests. And while that is happening, Bill is in creative mode, and Bill is also invisible. And he waits till the Minecraft kid turns around. The Minecraft kid is in one of his chests, and all of a sudden, he spawns 2 creepers. And the Minecraft kid hears the hissing of a creeper, and in the team speak, he's like, no! He turns around, starts hitting the creeper with his sword, is able to kill one of them, but the other one, right, Simon is like pretending to try and attack the creeper, but doesn't do enough damage to actually kill it. The creeper explodes and hits 8 of double chests, so basically 16 chests, and so many items spray everywhere that the game begins to lag, and the Minecraft kid is like, damn it, like, how did this even happen? There's enough torches in here for these things not to spawn. I must have missed a spot. God, this is gonna be so annoying to clean up. So the Minecraft kid goes, like, runs over a big pile of items, picks up a bunch of the items, and then opens up one of the chests to start putting them back. And then Bill, being in creative mode and also being, like, hidden or, like, invisible, he gets a lava bucket, and he quickly lava buckets all the remaining items on the ground. So the Minecraft kid is really confused. He's like, why do I hear lava? He turns around, there's no, so what, Bill does is he puts down the lava and then he picks it up as soon as the items are destroyed. He turns around, there's no sign of any lava, but all the items are gone. And he's like, Simon, what happened to the items? Did you get them? And Simon's like, oh, no, I was just looking in this chest, putting stuff back. He's like, how did they despawn so fast? This server's glitching out. So at this point, right, the Minecraft kid is really upset. He's like, God, this is so annoying. We lost so much progress, but whatever, right? It's fine. He's like, all right, Simon, you got your pickaxe? And he's like, yeah, I got my pickaxe. He's like, all right, man, come with me. So they start to walk outside. And this is where the big catastrophic event that really is the biggest troll, right? They walk outside and the Minecraft kid goes first. And as he he opens the door and he walks through the door, and he walks over a pressure plate that was not there before. And the Minecraft kid is like, what? Like, I don't remember having a pressure plate here. He assumes that, because if you don't know, there's 2 types of doors in Minecraft. One is the manual one, and one is like the electronic one or whatever. And the electronic one needs a pressure plate or a button to open. It's like a redstone door or something. And the manual one, you just need to open it manually. He's like, I don't remember having like I don't know what the actual name is. Sorry, I don't remember putting a pressure plate here for like a redstone door. And then he hears a hissing sound, like a sss. He's like, no. Basically what happened, right? During the entire morning, Bill got up at 6 a.m. He got up at 6 a.m., went into creative mode, and dug underneath all of the structures and filled it with like a ton of TNT underground, enough to completely craterize the entire place. And when the Minecraft kid and Simon walked into the base, yes, he did a little bit of trolling, but also he placed a pressure plate so that when they left, the whole thing would blow. And so the Minecraft kid is starting to realize, he's like, who could have done this? And the Minecraft kid thinks it's like a little bit of TNT, right? A little bit of TNT. But as soon as the first TNT detonates, the entire game crashes. Or it doesn't necessarily like crash, like they don't get booted, but like the pixel, like the frame rate drops to 0 for like a solid 30 seconds. And then eventually, right, the server gets back up to space and like things start like rendering again properly. The frame rate goes up and Simon looks around and every single structure is gone. It's just a massive set of craters, like 30 blocks deep. Or maybe even like 50 blocks deep. This thing was massive. Like Bill put so much TNT that nothing remained except a little bit of the rooftop that didn't get destroyed by the blast. And at this point, right, the Minecraft kid is just in complete shock. Complete shock. Just, he doesn't say anything. And then he's like, who did this? Kind of like a crying, whimpery voice of like, who did this? Mixed with a bit of rage as well. And he turns around and right, Bill is still in creative mode and he's still hidden, right? He's still invisible. And the Minecraft kid, kind of like with tears wallowing up and like very angry, turns around and sees a sign. And on this sign reads, "Don't F with Ben." Subscribe if you haven't already. Now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some that are recommended. If you go watch another video, I'll be very happy. Today we have a story time of a Minecraft kid who punches a tree, breaks his hand, and the ambulance has to come to take him away to the hospital. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. So the subscriber who sent in this story, we're going to call him Jeffrey, and I got that name from the comment section down below. He went to summer camp with his best friend in the world, and her name was Grace, right? So Jeffrey and Grace, they've been friends for a very long time, and this was the first year that they were considering going off to sleepaway camp. And I know that the first year I went off to sleepaway camp was kind of a big deal because I had never been like away from my parents, like away from my house too for like a long period of time. So it's a pretty big deal when you choose to go off to sleepaway camp. But anyways, right, Jeffrey and Grace kind of felt that they were in the position where, you know, they wanted to do it, and if they were going to do it, they're going to do it together. I know the first year I went off to sleepaway camp, I went with one of my friends as well for the exact same reason. But anyways, right, Jeffrey and Grace, they choose an overnight adventure wilderness camp. So they have kind of like cabins that they go to, but for one singular weekend, they all go off and they venture quote unquote far away. It's not actually that far away. They make it feel like it's farther away by like making you loop around when you're walking there. It's actually pretty close for like safety reasons. But there's like part of the camp is they don't just sleep. It's not just that they sleep away in cabins, but that weekend they have their own sleepaway far into the woods, in tents and everything, and it sounds like a lot of fun. So Jeffrey and Grace, they sign up together, they get the same spot, and you know, school goes by and it's eventually summertime, and the summer goes by and it's eventually time for the camp. So anyways, right, Jeffrey and Grace get there, their parents drop them off, and they're ushered away into their group, and in their group, they have kind of like a cabin, and in that cabin is kind of the people that they'll be kind of at least seeing at night, they'll be having dinner together, and they'll also be going on the wilderness, you know, exploration, whatever trip or something. So they meet the people, and they all seem pretty nice. But there's this one kid who we're going to call, as always, we're going to call him the Minecraft kid. And the Minecraft kid went on and kind of talked about how he was super excited for, you know, the event that they were having at the end of the week, you know, the sleepaway aspect, because he said he had been studying all year long of how to survive in the wilderness. And I'm going to spoil this a little bit for you guys, but the way he's been studying is by playing Minecraft. And he's taken Minecraft to a T. He believes that everything that happens in Minecraft, I don't think he was like one of the other kids who believed like the Ender Dragon and Wither were real, but he basically believed that every other mechanic in Minecraft was essentially one-to-one. And yeah, at the time, Jeffrey, Grace, and all the other people in the cabin weren't 100% sure what he means, but the Minecraft kid would go on to elaborate this later. But anyways, right, the week goes on, and Jeffrey and Grace, they start to like get to know everyone in the cabin pretty well, including the Minecraft kid. And the Minecraft kid in some of these videos is kind of like evil, narcissistic, like really weird. The Minecraft kid was like, okay, he's a little weird for what he's about to do, but he's like genuinely like, he's just having fun, he's just a good guy. But, you know, he's on the younger side. He was probably one of the youngest people there, and for that reason a little bit gullible, and believed some things that aren't true were true, as you will see and as you probably can read in the title of this video. But anyways, right, the week goes on, Jeffrey, Grace get to know people, and, you know, there's a lot of fun activities during the week. Like, you know, it's a standard sleepaway camp. If you guys haven't been to one of them, they would, like, I don't know, they would learn how to build a survival knife. They'd learn how to properly make a kind of like a teepee type thing in the forest using sticks so that they can sleep under it if they're ever lost in the forest or something. They learn how to like crush up acorns into like acorn pancakes and cook them or something. I went to one of these when I was a kid, and while it was like a little jarring of an experience because I was so far away from like home and everything, in retrospect, it was really fun, and I want my kids to do it because this is kind of a cool thing to do. But anyways, right, eventually the weekend comes and everyone is super pumped. And, you know, the night before the whole thing happens, there's kind of like a camp, there's like a camp counselor that is assigned to every cabin, and the camp counselor will be assigned with the group that goes. And so basically the night before, the camp counselor, you know, sets up everyone, says, everyone come into the common room of the cabin, we're going to have a talk. And the counselor goes on to say, you know, the next couple days are going to be really fun. It's going to be a really interesting experience. It's going to push a lot of you guys outside of your comfort zones. But, you know, the most important thing is, you know, you follow basic safety. If you have any questions, please come to us. And if for some reason this is honestly not for you, we can always bring you back to campus. We're not so far out that, like, if something happened, we couldn't get you back or couldn't get help here. That's just for safety reasons. But otherwise, guys, tomorrow's going to be super fun, and I hope you have a good time. And everyone went to bed super pumped. So the next day came up, and they went to breakfast together as a cabin. They normally only went to dinner together as a cabin. And instead of going to the daily activities that day, they ate breakfast. They actually went to one activity. And the one activity was to make like a kind of a satchel or like a bag that they could like carry their stuff with instead of bringing their backpacks or whatever. So they go ahead and they make that, and then they get into single file line, and it's like, all right, guys, time to march off to the campsite. So the Minecraft kid, is walking with Jeffrey and Grace as they're all walking to the campsite. And the campsite's probably like a 30-minute walk away. The truth is the campsite was really only 10 minutes of a walk, but they made them kind of loop around a couple times to give it more of the feeling as if they were farther away, right? And during that walk, Jeffrey and Grace decided to talk to the Minecraft kid. The Minecraft kid was talking, and he's like, oh, Jeffrey, like, I'm so excited to use all my skills. And Jeffrey's like, oh, like, that's pretty cool, man. And, Jerry and the Minecraft kid turns to Grace, and he's like, Grace, did you know if you, Grace, did you know if you punched the grass, that you can actually get seeds from that, and that we can make wheat, and we'll be able to make bread? And Grace was kind of like, oh, okay. She knew for sure that, like, maybe there was some kind of seed, but she was assuming that wheat plants were not growing around where the grass was. She kind of knew a little better that, yeah, no, that grass over there, that's not wheat, bro. And also, we're not going to be able to make bread just by getting enough seed. It's just like, I don't think that's the case, dude. And the Minecraft kid turns to Jeffrey and has a very kind of solemn expression on his face. He's like, Jeffrey, we need to go over the survival guide. And Jeffrey's like, all right, dude, like, what's up? And, the Minecraft kid is like, Jeffrey, I know it might be tempting, but do not eat rotting flesh. I know it should, like, quench some of your hunger bars, but it's going to give you this poison effect, and you're going to lose hunger much faster. And Jeffrey kind of looked at him like, bro, I have no motivation if I see, like, a decaying and dead animal to pick it up and munch it. Like, thank you for letting me know, bro, but I was probably not going to do that beforehand. Like, I appreciate you letting me know about that, but I don't know how else to say it, dude, but I'm just not going to be eating a decaying corpse anytime soon if it's not, like, I don't know, like normal meat that's prepared and everything. Thank you, though, but I think I'll pass. So the Minecraft kid said, all right, guys, so I'm going to run ahead and talk to some of the other people, but please let me know if you see any lava pools around here, because we might even try and make some obsidian. We might try and make some stone that we can use to build a house, because there's probably going to be a water source nearby, but a lava spring sounds pretty rare to me. I know it's more common in Minecraft, but I feel like open lava is going to be a little bit more rare where we are. And Jeffrey and Grace look at each other like, bro, yeah, no, we're not finding any lava, but okay. And he's like, if you find any, no pressure, but just let me know. And the Minecraft kid said, all right, guys, see you guys around. And he runs up to the front. And Jeffrey and Grace kind of look at each other like, okay, I think we know where this kid has been studying for the last couple months. I think we have a sneaking suspicion to where this kid has been getting his information from. Real quick, the secret word of the day is going to be lava, L-A-V-A. So if you want a free heart on the channel, all you got to do is go down and comment lava down below. I won't be able to heart every single comment, but I'm going to do my best because I'm going to filter the comments by the word lava and heart as many as I can. So if you want to farm some hearts and maybe get top commenter, go ahead and do that right now. But anyways, right, eventually the whole team makes it to the campsite. And, what they see around them is a bunch of trees. It's the middle of the forest. But they also see kind of like a bit of like a lake, river type thing. It's running water. The current isn't so strong that they can't go in it. But it's also not stagnant and full of like pond scum and like mosquito eggs and gross stuff like that. So it's a really good location. Obviously picked by the campsite before and probably checked for like, I don't know, bears and other types of stuff beforehand. But anyways, they sit down and they kind of like figure out their, their whereabouts. And, eventually the team decides that, all right, we want to set up camp there. And the Minecraft kid is like, all right, guys, so if we want to make like a house, and they all kind of looked at him like, house? We got to get some wood first. And they're all like, yeah, we actually probably do need some sticks if we want to make like a lean-to or teepee or whatever those things are called. Kind of like the collection of sticks. I made one of those when I went to, summer camp too. It's like you lean a bunch of sticks against the side of something, and it makes kind of a protection from the elements. And the kid's like, all right, yeah, I'm going to go get some wood to go make a house. So the Minecraft kid runs pretty far away, but not so far away that they can't see what he's doing. But they're not paying super close attention to him. So this is where things start to get pretty interesting. So Grace is watching the Minecraft kid because she's kind of just, I don't know, she's kind of just bored or whatever. Or for some reason, she happens to be looking at where he's going. At this point, right, Jeffrey's turned around with all the other guys. And Grace watches as instead of the Minecraft kid going around collecting sticks, he goes up to this tree. It's not the thickest tree ever. It's not like a super thick tree that obviously you can't punch and it'll break or whatever. But he goes up to a decently sized tree. It's probably like 50 years old or whatever. So not a pretty young tree. But anyways, he goes up to the tree and he raises his fist. And at this point, Grace is like, no shot he actually does this. And she starts to say, hey, Jeffrey, take a look at this. And Jeffrey's like, what? And that's when it happens. The Minecraft kid, full force, takes his fist and punches it at the tree. And a little spoiler here, it doesn't break into wood logs or wood planks. It just breaks his hand. I'm not laughing like I'm just laughing not at him, but just at how crazy the situation is, bro. All of a sudden, right, you hear, ah, my hand! And the Minecraft kid, like, collapses to his knees, and Grace is like, oh my god. And Jeffrey turns around. At this point, everyone turns around and starts running, right, because they hear yelling. And the camp counselor and all the kids, like, run up to the Minecraft kid, and he's like, oh my god, my hand hurts so much. And the camp counselor immediately is just like, oh my god, what happened? And, you know, at this point, the Minecraft kid's like, why didn't it work? It should have worked. And at this point, Grace, who saw the whole thing, you know, tells the camp counselor he just punched the tree. And the camp counselor was like, Minecraft kid. He obviously said his real name, but he's like, Minecraft kid, why? And he's like, it worked. It should have worked. It should have broken the tree. And everyone's like, oh my god, oh my god. And the camp counselor goes up to him and says, hey, can you flex it? He tries. He's like, ah! And then the camp counselor asked some other set of things because they were trained if like someone got hurt to see if it was like a sprain or needed like immediate attention. And the camp counselor kind of deduced that it was either a really bad strain or something broke. Basically, it was bad enough that he thought that like he needed to go back and go to the hospital to have it checked out. So the camp counselor was like, all right, guys, I don't know how to break this to you, but we're going to make a slight detour back. Everyone no one was like, oh man, because they were like, dang, this is kind of serious. So they were like, all right, like, that's fine. Like, we don't care. Like, that's okay. We get it. And so, yeah, the Minecraft kid is like holding his hand and the not the teacher, but the counselor is like, all right, don't move that too much. You don't want to like put any pressure on it. Just make sure you like keep it up with the other hand. And they walk all the way back to campus and the ambulance is called and the Minecraft kid is taken away. And Jeffrey and Grace just kind of look at each other like, well, that was not exactly how we were expecting that to go. Subscribe if you haven't already, and now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some that recommended. Go watch one, I'll be very happy. Today we have a story time of a Minecraft kid who gets caught hacking on a server while he's streaming on Twitch. And the subscriber reports the Minecraft kid to the admins of the server, and he ends up getting banned and has this crazy freak-out reaction on stream, and it's pretty funny. So yeah, sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. So the subscriber who sent in today's story, which by the way you can send in stories to my Instagram or our Discord server, both are in the description. We're gonna call him Teddy, and I also got that name from the comments. Anyways, right, so Teddy, he knew this kid who went to his school, and this kid was kind of like, he was kind of known as kind of like a bully or whatever. This kid was not a nice kid, and we're gonna call him the Minecraft kid, because this kid was known, because he wasn't just like a bully slash a bad kid, he was also, you know, a up-and-coming Twitch streamer, and by up-and-coming I mean like 5 or 10 viewers. And look, no disrespect to people streaming with 5 to 10 viewers, honestly, that's kind of impressive in itself. I mean, obviously, it's not thousands and thousands of streamers, as the top people do, but trust me, there's so many people streaming with less viewers. If you have 5 to 10, that's pretty cool, man. So anyways, right, he was kind of an up-and-coming, in a sense, Twitch streamer. It wasn't enough to dedicate, like, being, like, a part-time job or anything, but it was a cool hobby. And, yeah, and this kid was pretty notorious, not just for that, but also for being kind of a big jerk. Yeah, and this Minecraft kid had actually ended up, like, bullying Teddy and a lot of his other friends, and just, like, other people around the school, and it's just, like, overall known as, like, not a good kid. I'm not gonna go through a bunch of examples of, like, what the Minecraft kid did, just make an assumption of, like, alright, I know a bully, and, you know, the bullies do X, so Minecraft kid probably did that. But anyways, right, one night, Teddy went back home, and he didn't really have anything to do. And the Minecraft kid would only stream on the weekends, Friday night, Saturday night, because that's the only time his parents allowed him to do so. And it was a Friday night. Teddy didn't really have anything he wanted to do. He didn't have really, his friends weren't going to do anything, and he was just kind of at home. And Teddy also played a bit of Minecraft himself, and he understood kind of the game mechanics and a lot of, the player versus player community, where if you don't know, you can kind of, fight other people and build worlds or whatever. But anyways, right, he decided, you know what, let's just check in on Teddy's stream. And there's a reason why Teddy was checking in on the Minecraft kid's stream. It wasn't that he just randomly thought of the Minecraft kid. It was because of something that happened earlier that day. Yes, so while the Minecraft kid was known for bullying people, in fact, the day before, not the day before, but earlier that day, on that Friday, Teddy and the Minecraft kid were walking by each other in the hallway. And the Minecraft kid must have just been, feeling like he wanted to, do something to someone, because he goes up to Teddy and kind of pushes him up against a locker, and he's like, "Hey, buddy." And Teddy kind of just looks at him like, oh boy, where's this going? And at Teddy's school, you had to bring in money every day to pay for, your meal. So yeah, this is legitimately when the bully takes your lunch money, that kind of cliche. That's legitimately what happened to Teddy, man. The bully basically came up to him and more or less insinuated physical violence, because he kind of pushed him up against the wall and he said, "Hey man, if you don't want this to get any worse, I want to have an double lunch today, so I'm going to need your money." And this is something that Teddy also regularly did, besides other things, right? And, not Teddy did, the Minecraft kid did. So, Teddy, who's a much smaller guy in comparison, one of the reasons why the Minecraft kid could get away with being such a bully is because he was just a bigger guy at this time. Eventually Teddy, he complied. He was like, fine, whatever. And he eventually gives the kid, his money. So obviously, right, Teddy is, one, hungry, and two, very upset at the Minecraft kid. Just think about how much of a jerk he's been to everyone, including him. And the Minecraft kid has just kind of been on Teddy's mind for a while. So yeah, now we're back to where we left off, where Teddy's at home. He's got nothing to do on a Friday night. And he's been thinking about the Minecraft kid all day after the incident that happened during that day. And he thinks all right, I'm bored. I actually want to see one of the Minecraft kid's streams. Because while Teddy had, known that he was a Twitch streamer, he never watched his stuff. He never really went out of his way to actually sit down and watch a live stream. However, he was aware that the Minecraft kid streamed on, Friday and Saturday nights, and since it was a Friday night, he decided he might as well check in. And sure enough, the Minecraft kid was streaming. The Minecraft kid happened to be streaming on some random multiplayer server. I don't exactly know what it is. I don't think it was Hypixel by the description the subscriber gave to me, but it's probably big enough that, it wasn't one of the friend servers. It was an actual, Minecraft server. And it was kind of like a free-for-all type thing where you could go around, mine resources, build, build your own houses, but you also fought other players. So it was PvP plus building plus survival plus a little bit of anarchy, but there's a lot of rules or whatever. And it was some type of server like this. And, Teddy immediately realized that something just seemed a little strange with the Minecraft kid stream. This kid was getting really good hits. He was hitting when he was fighting other players to get their gear. He just noticed that the hits were really clean, and they were also just strangely far away, and he was just getting combos and clicking really fast, and it just seemed kind of strange. And at this point, right, the Minecraft kid was streaming on Twitch, and he was streaming with 5, 6, 7 viewers or something. So not a whole host of viewers. But, the Minecraft kid goes into his menu options, and he, flicks open a command or something to check something. And sure enough, Teddy is sitting there, and he opens up some hacking client by accident. He opens it up really quickly as he was trying to open something else, and Teddy sees it, on there is, reach and, kill aura, and all these kind of, hacks that you can use in Minecraft to, beat other people, cheating, though. It's all cheating. And quickly, right, the Minecraft kid quickly, closed it and got out of it and then continued on as if nothing was happening at all. So at this point, right, Teddy was like, oh, wait a minute. Right, this kid's cheating, and all the stuff that he's doing is 100% against the rules of the people on the server, and so he's like, wait a minute, he probably doesn't think anyone caught him, so he's not going to be super careful. If I can catch this kid messing up bad enough on stream and recording it, I can send this to the moderators of the server and get him banned, maybe even getting him banned on stream, and I can see this guy's reaction, which would be a little bit of karma for what he did to me today and for what he's done to everyone for like the last couple years. And so when, as soon as Teddy thought that, he turned on his recording software and was just recording his stream. So, the Minecraft kid continues to go around, killing people, doing stuff that like seems like he's just really, really good, or he's cheating slightly. It's kind of hard to tell when someone's like they're just hitting people a little bit too far away. It's just sometimes hard to tell when it comes to that stuff. So the Minecraft kid just keeps going ahead with like what he's been doing, going ahead with his life, just like going on, mining blocks, like building stuff, defeating players. And at this point, Teddy's getting, he's feeling a little hopeless because he kind of feels like he's been watching the stream for like 45 minutes. He's like, is this really how I want to spend my Friday night? Like, I'm just watching my bully's stream, giving him views, basically, right? I'm giving him, attention and clout on the platform he wants to grow on. I'm giving him like viewership and watch time. Why am I doing this? Like, he probably won't even make the mistake again. Like, yeah, he opened up his hack client for like a second, but I wasn't able to get it on camera. What are the odds he does it again? And as Teddy was thinking that, the Minecraft kid, who had gotten sloppy again, accidentally opened up the client. Actually, no, this time he didn't accidentally open up the client, but he thought he opened it up in another window so that the stream wouldn't see. And sure enough, right, the Minecraft kid went into the settings and he upped the reach a little bit, so now that he could like beat players a little bit more, like he could hit them from slightly farther away. And then he also turned on an auto clicker. So afterwards, right, Teddy's watching this. He's like, no way. Like, this kid thinks that, like, he's, like, on a different window, that he isn't streaming this. At the time, right, there's only, like, 4 other people streaming. And no one else in the chat really seemed like they were saying anything. Teddy, like, said to me in the DMs that he, like, has a theory that the Minecraft kid had, like, 4 other accounts open. Like, his iPad, his little brother's computer, just had those things open watching his stream because his chat was completely dead. But anyways, that's beyond the point. So things are about to get really funny when, one of the admins is alerted to what happened, sent the video, and, bans the kid, and he has a crazy reaction. But I don't want to disrupt the flow of that part of the story. So if you made it this far into the video, I want you to comment Steve down below. You might be thinking, why Steve? Well, 1, I don't want it necessarily to always be related to a word in the video. And 2, Steve is the name of the Minecraft guy that you play as. So yeah, if you want a heart, or you want to farm some hearts, get top commenter on the channel or something like that, comment Steve down below. I'm going to filter the comments by Steve and heart a bunch of those. But anyways, right, Teddy's sitting there and is realizing that, he just caught the Minecraft kid cheating, and cheating super obviously. So all of a sudden, right, there's on the website for the server, there's a submission place if you want to report someone for hacking, not in-game, if you have some kind of like proof or something like that. And apparently, right, the mods were pretty active that night. I think like Friday and Saturday were kind of peak hours or something. So Teddy files a report of some more. 1 like equals 1 prayer for my brain, guys. Teddy files a report after editing the footage that he had recorded, because it was like 55 minutes at that point, so he cut it down to like 30 seconds of the actual footage of, him opening the hack client. He gave the username of the Minecraft kid, and then he also gave a link to the Twitch stream, right, to kind of like show the validity of everything that happened. And so Teddy submitted that, sat there, and just started to wait. And Teddy was watching as a Minecraft kid continued to engage with other players, like, beating them up, as he did almost in real life, but without any hacks. He was just built different in real life. He was just a big kid. And yeah, he was just beating people up in Minecraft, taking all their stuff, and kind of just being a bully in the game as well, which is like fine if you want to do that, as long as you're not breaking the rules, which he was. By the way, don't hack on any servers. You will get banned, as this kid did, and lose everything and all your progress. But anyways, right, Teddy was sitting there and he kind of felt once again kind of hopeless, kind of a sense of loss, because he's like, dude, he's not getting banned. He's still playing. I submitted a report and nothing is happening. And once again, I'm starting to feel like I'm wasting my Friday night, man. I'm watching this kid, giving him support on a platform he wants to grow when he honestly doesn't deserve it. Like, I don't know if this is a good use of my time. And once again, as Teddy was thinking that, the Minecraft kid is like hitting another player. And then all of a sudden, right, his clicks don't really respond. Like, if you've ever lagged out in Minecraft, you might like do a bunch of features and you see that like your hand is like punching or hitting something and there's no response. And all of a sudden, right, that was happening to the Minecraft kid. And he's like, oh, lag. This server sucks, bro. And as soon as he says that, right, on screen appears like he gets kicked out of the game, and on screen says, you have been banned for 28 days for breaking, like, or for hacking, and this is like, you know, auto clicker, kill aura, reach, etc., all that stuff. And the Minecraft kid is looking at that like, what? Like, this is a total mistake. What just happened, guys? And by what happened, guys, he means what happened Teddy plus the other 4 bots he has pretending to watch his stream. And he's just like starting to panic a little bit. He's like, what? What do you mean? I mean, I wasn't hacking at all. I'm gonna submit an appeal. And he's like, what? This is so outrageous. And the whole thing was being streamed at this point, right? The Minecraft kid was starting to freak out, and he opens up the website for the server he was playing on, and he opened up an appeal for a ban. And for example, I've had to appeal a ban before. I was banned on Lunar twice. Yeah, I'm not going to make a story about it, but I was doing nothing. Like, I click at like 6 clicks per second, I'm bad, and they banned me twice. And I'm like, bro. And every single time they're like, our fault. So like they sometimes do mess up, right? And so the Minecraft kid, he submitted an appeal. And he's like, dude, I wasn't doing anything. And the thing was, right, he got a response right away. And on the response, the admin said, dude, or maybe he didn't say dude because he has to be like official or whatever because it's a business or something. But he basically says like, we saw you open up a hack client on stream. Why, like, you literally streamed evidence of you cheating. At this point, right, the Minecraft kid starts to freak out. He's like, that's not true. It's not what you think. It's cosmetic. It's a screenshot. It's not real. It's fake. At this point, he starts like blabbering on because he knows he just got banned. And the thing is, right, all of his content so far has apparently been from like this server and like all the progress he had because it's like cumulative and you save your progress. Basically, all of his progress was lost at this point. So he's freaking out. He's like, this isn't fair. I didn't cheat. You don't have any evidence. You don't have any evidence. And he like starts typing and he starts replying. He's like, you have no evidence of such. Unban me immediately. And within like a minute, the moderator replies with no words, no images, no nothing. He responds simply with a 30-second long video file. And Teddy's watching the whole thing like, oh my God, that's my screen recording. I got him banned. And the Minecraft kid is like, what? And he opens up the file and the file starts playing. And yes, sure enough, it's his stream. And it shows him opening up his hacking client or whatever in another window that he thought wasn't being streamed, but he accidentally opened it on the window he was streaming on. And at this point, right, the Minecraft kid, instead of responding, ends the stream. So instead of being like, guys, I wasn't hacking, he just is like, nah, I quit, goodbye. Subscribe if you haven't already, and now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some that are recommended. Go watch one. I'll be very happy. Thank you. Story time of a Minecraft kid who actually thought that creepers were real and embarrasses himself in front of everyone in his class during a trip to the dinosaur museum. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. The subscriber sent in today's story. We're going to call her Jade, and I got that name from the comment section. So if you want me to use your name, your friend's name, or really any name you want, leave it in a comment down below, and I'll do my best to try and use as many of those names as possible. Anyways, right, so this story happened to Jade when she was in 2nd grade, and she's a bit older now, so this was a little while back. But back when Jade was in 2nd grade, her class was doing this unit on dinosaurs and kind of dinosaurs, prehistoric era, everything like around that, fossils, all that good stuff. And they've been studying it for a while, and kind of the big thing for any 2nd grader at that school, and it was kind of known that like for the 2nd grade, their big thing that they would do is they would spend like about a month covering dinosaurs and the kind of the prehistoric age, and then at the end of their long kind of study, whatever, and I mean it's 2nd grade, it's only so rigorous, but like at the end of the day, right, they spend a lot of time learning about dinosaurs, and kind of the big payoff for this big kind of month-long study is that they take a full day-long trip to a really big dinosaur museum that's somewhat near them. It's still like 45-minute bus ride away, but it's a pretty fun day, and it's kind of known for everyone in the school as like the big fun day that all the 2nd graders have. And at this point, right, it's about a week away, and Jade's getting pretty excited because it's a pretty big deal. And I'm going to introduce another character into this story. He is the Minecraft kid. There's nothing more I need to say besides he's in Jade's class, and things get very interesting very quickly. And anyways, right, a week passes and it's finally the day. It's the big day. They all kind of like get there kind of early that morning. Their school normally starts around 8, but for that day, they're asked to get there at 7, which a lot of the parents are a little, they wake up, drive up their kids, and they're all kind of cranky because they have to get up at 7 in the morning, which is a little inhumane. I'll be real. They don't have to get up at 7 in the morning. They have to get up at like 6 to drive their kids there at 7. But all the kids, when they get there, are like kind of like all wide-eyed and excited because, hey man, it's the big day. It's the dinosaur museum day. And so anyways, right, Jade, she goes in, and Jade has kind of a friend group of 2 other people, so it's kind of like a 3-person friend group, and they all walk onto the bus at the same time. And the thing is, right, the bus seats are by 2s, so they realize that, all right, so one of us is going to have to sit next to like the other 2. And they make it to about the middle row, and all the other seats behind them are filled, and they decide, you know what, let's just sit on this row. So the row has like 2 different sides, and the 2 of Jade's other friends take the 2 seats on the other side. So Jade is going to take the aisle seat on the other side of the bus, right? And there's a kid sitting in the window seat, and this kid happens to be, you guessed it, the Minecraft kid. Anyways, right, they sit down, and Jade's 2 friends kind of space off / go to sleep because they're still a little bit tired. As excited they are, they're kind of tired, and the thing is still like 30, 45 minutes away. So they kind of go to sleep, but Jade is kind of awake. She still has enough adrenaline in her to keep her up, and she's kind of excited to go to the dinosaur museum. So she turns to the person next to her, which is the Minecraft kid, who, she doesn't know that well, but, they're friendly enough because they are in the same class. And she kind of just says something to Minecraft kid along the lines of, hey, like, are you excited? The Minecraft kid said, yeah, this is a pretty big deal. I'm really hyped. I've, been thinking about it all night. I couldn't even really fall asleep that well last night. And she was like, yeah, honestly, same. This is going to be a really, like, exciting and fun day. And the Minecraft kid says, I'm so excited to go see, like, to try and find my favorite dinosaur of that period. And, the Jade is like, oh, that's really cool. And the Minecraft kid said, oh, before I tell you mine, what's yours? And I don't know, Jade says something, I don't know, pterodactyl or something. And then Jade's like, oh, what's your favorite Minecraft? What's your favorite Minecraft? No, we're getting to that in a second. What's your favorite dinosaur of the time period? And the Minecraft kid said, oh, I'm a big fan of the creeper. And she's like, oh, I haven't heard of that one. And the thing is, like, Jade had no idea what Minecraft was at this time, and it's only in, like, retrospective, looking back on this event, that she thought it was so funny what actually happened. But yeah, the Minecraft kid said, oh, yeah, it's like a green, it's a little small, it's, like, on all 4s. And he doesn't say the part about how it explodes, right? He decides to leave that detail out, and Jade's like, oh, that's really cool. I don't remember us having a unit on it, but I must have just, like, not paid attention. We covered a lot of material. And yeah, the Minecraft kid's like, yeah, I really hope I'll find an exhibit, and if not, I'll ask around. And so anyways, right, they eventually get there, and they start, like, single file off the bus. So the teacher basically calls them all together, and they kind of get all huddled up in a group, and the teacher says, hey guys, like, we're going to be walking around. Us teachers will be kind of walking around to make sure you guys don't get in trouble. But you more or less have free reign of whatever you want to do today. Go ahead, explore any exhibits you want to. Go try out anything. You must stay within the dinosaur museum itself. You can't leave it. Stay on the first 3 levels. If you have any problems, like, just come to the front desk, which is right over here, and points to where the front desk is on the first floor, and says, and they'll be able to contact us as we've given them our numbers and the school's number. So yeah, anyways, guys, that's all we really wanted to say. Go off and have some fun. And the teacher says, oh wait, one more thing. At 12, we'll be having lunch, so please return to the first floor for that. And then afterwards, for about 30 minutes, we're going to have a guided tour. And then for the next hour after that, you're free to go about and, like, look at whatever, sculptures like dinosaur footprints or museum, whatever you want to look at, feel free to do that afterwards. So anyways, right, Jade and her friends, they go off and they start looking around. And they're going around and they're looking at all the things that they learned and they're recognizing, and they go up and they see, like, real life dinosaur footprints, and then they walk around this kind of recreation of, like, the prehistoric era. So there's these, like, fake bushes and a big fake dinosaur statue, and it's actually pretty cool. And eventually they meet up with the Minecraft kid, who seems to be, like, frantically looking around. Okay, maybe not frantically, but is intensely kind of, like, pacing around trying to find something. And they kind of look at him, and Jade is like, hey, is everything okay? He's like, I can't find the creeper. Like, I can't find anything about the creeper. I've been looking for sculptures. I've been looking for any kind of information. I just can't seem to find anything. At this point, right, Jade had no idea that this was, in fact, not a dinosaur, but instead was a Minecraft character that the Minecraft kid assumed was real, and since there aren't any creepers around today, he assumed that since, spiders in Minecraft are real, skeletons are technically real, the creeper must have been real too and just, went extinct. So he was really looking forward to finding, the creeper exhibit at this dinosaur museum. And he keeps looking around, and Jade's like, hey man, maybe ask someone at the front desk. So eventually, right, lunch came around, and Jade and her friends, went down to the first floor, and they got all together, and the teacher said, hey, there's a lunch, you can stand in line for it, and then go sit down at the table. So they go in line, they get their lunch, and then they sit down at the table. The Minecraft kid, after 10 minutes, he gets there kind of late, because apparently he's busy trying to find the creeper, exhibit part of the museum. And the teacher's like, Jade is too far away to audibly hear what the teacher says, but the teacher's like, hey, the teacher looked a little upset that the Minecraft kid was so late, and then the teacher points to the food and then points to the tables, and the Minecraft kid gets some food and then sits down at the table, and Jade's like, oh, were you successful in finding the creeper exhibit? Remember, at this point, Jade has no idea what Minecraft is. So she legitimately thinks the creeper is some more kind of, I don't know, niche, obscure dinosaur from back in the day, and she just is like, oh, did you find the exhibit for your favorite dinosaur? Because she was able to find an exhibit with her favorite dinosaur, so she just honestly felt bad. The Minecraft kid so far has been able to say that creepers are dinosaurs to, Jade, because she doesn't know any better, but the Minecraft kid is about to ask the tour guide and be really persistent about it in front of literally everyone, and it's pretty funny, but I don't want to interrupt the flow of the video, so I'm going to do the little comment thing now. Comment Ben. I'll heart your comment if you do it. And also, feel free to comment Ben multiple times. You can go down and comment it 5 different times. I guess there's a more decent shot I'll actually see your comment and heart it. Either way, if you don't get a heart, don't feel bad. I'm going to heart as many as I possibly can, just to say thank you guys so much for watching. And also, if you haven't already done so, join the Discord, link in the description. You can submit stories there and also talk to me occasionally. Anyways, right, back to the story. So lunch is over, and now it's the mandatory 30-minute tour guide. And so the tour guide's like, all right, guys, so we're going to go around and check out all the exhibits and just go over things. And if you guys ever have any questions, just let me know. And before he's even able to finish that sentence, bro, the Minecraft kid, his hand shoots up, and the tour guide's like, yeah, what's up? And the Minecraft kid said, when are we going to see the creeper exhibit? And everyone kind of just looks at him. And the thing is, right, while Jade didn't know what a creeper was, most of the guys and a lot of the girls in his class actually did know what a creeper was. Even if they didn't play Minecraft that much, they were at least aware. And some people started to laugh. And the Minecraft kid looks at him kind of with this look of why are you laughing at me? I simply asked the question, where's the creeper exhibit? Which as if no one's gonna laugh at that a little bit, but whatever, right? And the tour guide, Jade had no idea what a creeper was, so kind of gave him this look of what are you talking about? And he's like, I don't understand what you mean. And he was like, well, I'm just wondering when, because we're seeing the pterodactyl, we're seeing dinosaur footprints, when are we gonna see the creeper exhibit? And once again, the tour guide kind of just looks at him, and the Minecraft kid kind of gives him this look. He's like, oh, this museum sucks. It doesn't even have a creeper exhibit. At this point, right, the teacher's like, Minecraft kid, obviously says his name. We'll just give him a name, right? We'll just call him Minecraft kid. The teacher was like, Minecraft kid, don't say that. And for some reason, right, the Minecraft kid must have been super excited to see the creeper exhibit at the dinosaur museum and was just really upset and disappointed that they didn't have one, that he kind of went on this tirade and he kind of stuck with it. And he was like, well, what do you mean stop? I mean, this is a museum, right? This is supposed to be the biggest, the greatest dinosaur museum of all time, and they don't even have a creeper exhibit. This place sucks. And at this point, it's super, super awkward because the tour guide's just kind of standing there dude, I have no idea what you're talking about. Everyone in the class is kind of looking at him like he's crazy because they know what a creeper is, bro. They know what a creeper is, and they also don't, you know what else they know? They know that a creeper isn't real. The Minecraft kid looks at the tour guide straight on and is like, how could you work at such a fraudulent facility? This place is disgraceful. I bet the dinosaurs would be ashamed if they knew that you were doing this, which is kind of funny, but hey man, it's a second grader. They're bound to say stuff like that. And at this point, right, the teacher's super embarrassed, and the teacher goes up and looks at the Minecraft kid and is like, stop, I don't know what you're doing, but stop it. And, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about this. And at this point, right, another kid in the class speaks up, and he looks directly at the Minecraft kid, and he's like, dude, what are you talking about? You know that
you know that creepers are fictional, right? And the Minecraft kid's like, does fictional mean like prehistoric era only? Or and then the kid's like, no, dude, fictional means fake. Like they're not real. And the Minecraft kid's like, that's ridiculous, man. Spiders are real. Skeletons are real. Why wouldn't creepers be real? They're probably just extinct. You don't know what you're talking about. And at this point, right, the teacher looks at the other kid and is like, well, what do you mean fake? Is it from a video game? It looks at the Minecraft kid and is like, are you making a scene about a video game? At this point, right, Jade is starting to put two and two together that no, creepers are not actually real, as everyone has no idea what they are. And in fact, probably from a video game. And yes, they are. At this point, right, the Minecraft kid is starting to realize that his logic of, if I don't see them now, they must be prehistoric and extinct, maybe doesn't hold up, because he's like, oh yeah, the Ender Dragon probably isn't real, and the Wither probably isn't real. And he's like, uh-oh. And he just realizes, right, that he just made a huge scene, called the tour guide like a fraud and a phony, just because his museum didn't have a creeper exhibit. And the Minecraft kid looks right up at the teacher, who's just eyeing him like, dude, you've kind of messed this up. You've embarrassed us all. And all of a sudden, right, the Minecraft kid feels this like hand on the collar of his shirt, and he looks up, and the teacher has grabbed his shirt and starts pulling him away. And Jade is watching the whole thing happen, and the Minecraft kid basically gets pulled away from making a scene, and the tour guide is like, all right, well, let's continue on. So our first exhibit, ... whatever goes on to explain it. And essentially, right, the Minecraft kid got told that he's got to sit down because of like the big scene he made, and that he's not grounded. I don't know what to say. He's not like in suspension or anything, but he basically has to sit there at lunch for the rest of the duration of the field trip, because he made a scene over Minecraft creepers not being in a dinosaur museum, which is, if you're going to make a scene, man, at least have it be something real. And for like the rest of that school year, whenever the teacher would be like, all right, now we're going to learn about whatever, and she'd be like, any questions? Some like kid in the class would always raise their hand and be like, yo, when are we going to learn about the creepers? And then everyone would like start laughing. So unfortunately, right, the Minecraft kid kind of became the laughing stock for the rest of second grade, but he learned a pretty valuable lesson, and that is creepers are not real. I kind of feel like you wouldn't have to learn that lesson, but apparently you do. Subscribe if you haven't already. Now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some that are recommended. Go watch one. I'll be very happy. Bye. Today we have a story time of a Minecraft kid who gets caught hacking, and it's a pretty great story of instant karma. So yeah, sit back, relax, leave a like on the video, and let's get right into it. So the subscriber who sent in today's story, we're going to call him Mike, and I got the name Mike from the comment section down below. So if you want me to use your name, your friend's name, your dog's name, any name really, leave it in a comment down below. I do look through the comments for a new name. Anyways, right, so Mike, the subscriber who sent in this story, he actually owns a server where people can go on and play Minecraft on, and it's not like a massive server. This isn't like secretly Hypixel or something. Like, this isn't like the owner of one of those massive clients, or servers, I should say, but it's still big enough that, like, it's not his full-time job since he's still a teenager, but it's worth the time that he puts into it. There's at least, a couple hundred people on at all times, which is really impressive. But anyways, right, this story happened back, I don't know, a little while ago, so his server wasn't as popular as it is now, but, he did still have like 10 to 20 people on it almost all times, or at peak times, I should say. Not as many people on at like 2 in the morning, but he gave me a story of this time that this kid came on, and it was obviously hacking, but instead of instantly banning the kid, he decided to mess with him first, and it turned out to be a pretty funny story. So anyways, right, this happened one day, and, Mike was just, checking his server, seeing if everything was running correctly, talking to like the 2 or 3 other people that he had help him. At this point, the server didn't need like full-time paid staff, so these were like his friends / people he met online that like kind of volunteered their effort to help. And, one day as he was just kind of chilling there, he got a report that, there was some kid that was like suspected for cheating or whatever. And, as, he did, he went and he spectated one of the games. He got the username of the kid and he went ahead and spectated him, which basically means that he can watch this kid play on his Minecraft server without the kid seeing that he's being watched. So the owner of the server, aka Mike, the subscriber, he spectated this kid. He watched this kid play like a PvP duel against another guy. And it was pretty obvious, right, that this kid was hacking, right, that he was reaching from many, many blocks away.
And normally, right, Mike would have just like straight up banned this guy, as it was pretty clear that he was hacking. But he noticed that in the chat, right, the Minecraft kid who went on the server and was like hacking and beating up other players, right, after winning the duels when he was obviously like hitting them from much farther away than like was, possible in vanilla, like he wasn't just really good. It was just very blatant, right? Afterwards, he was typing in chat like, "You suck, you're so bad, you're the worst at Minecraft," or whatever, like, "I'm so much better than you, like, you're legitimately the worst player I've ever seen." Just being super, super toxic and saying stuff like how much better he was, even though he was the one who was like using cheats because he wasn't good enough to play normally, and these people probably would have absolutely rocked him normally. So in most cases, Mike would have just straight up banned this kid, but it's just because he was like being extra toxic. Mike was like, "You know what? I have nothing better to do this morning, so let's just mess around with this kid a little bit before we ban him." So Mike notices that this Minecraft kid slash the hacker, right? There's kind of multiple features to the server. There's like a PvP side, but then there's also like an SMP style side where people can go on and like, build in a survival world or whatever and have their progress saved. So the first step of Mike's trolling efforts is he wants to troll this kid in his pre-saved Minecraft world, right? So, the kid, Mike like kind of teleports to the kid and is still in like the incognito kind of like private spectator mode so that the kid can't see him. And he notices that the kid is going mining right now. And it is very, very clear that this kid has a texture pack on, aka X-ray vision, to help him find diamonds, because this kid is zigzagging all around with his mining trails and always seems to be finding diamonds, right? If you don't know, X-ray is like a texture pack that if you see on screen right now, like all the blocks, these are actually, there is a texture pack I'm using now, and you can go through and make different blocks, different like textures. And X-ray, it basically assigns a clear texture pack to everything besides like diamonds or whatever ores you want to be trying to find. So this kid is obviously using like a X-ray, which is illegal on most servers to use, and it's super, super obvious. So the first troll that Mike wants to do is, as the Minecraft kid slash the hacker kid, we're just going to call him the Minecraft kid, as the Minecraft kid is cheating to find diamonds, and like he has at least 3 stacks of 64 diamonds in his inventory, Mike just goes in, uses one of his admin commands, and deletes one of the stacks, right? One of the stacks of diamonds. And he watches, and the kid is like mining away, and then he stops for a second, and it's pretty clear that he's like looking in his inventory and trying to figure out where his diamonds are. But then he goes back to mining, assuming that he just thought that like it was almost placebo, that he thought that he had 3 stacks, but he really had 2. And then Mike goes ahead and deletes the other 2 stacks. And this is when the kid stops again, and he just kind of like, he's looking, and he's like, his player isn't moving, and Mike is watching him. And then he notices in chat that the Minecraft kid types, "This server sucks, so laggy, just lost all my diamonds." So obviously, right, this kid is a little bit upset. So the kid is like, he's like, "Whatever, man, like this server is lagging out or whatever." So the kid starts to make his way back towards his base. And here's the thing, right? The kid has like a really good pickaxe and a really good diamond armor with some really like high level enchantments on it, which took him a lot of time to get. So Mike decides that this would be a perfect time to put a charged creeper in front of him in this like 2x2 tunnel that he made. If you don't know what a charged creeper is, it's basically like a creeper but like struck by lightning, and the damage it does is like 10-15x or a lot more than a normal creeper. And the other thing that Mike does before he drops the charged creeper is he teleports back to the kid's base and he breaks the bed. If you don't know, in Minecraft, a bed allows you to respawn at a set place where normally you just respawn wherever the spawn point was. And this kid had built his base really far away from spawn just so people couldn't go in and like blow it up or take his stuff. So when, Mike, in his spectator mode, placed the charged creeper in front of the kid tried to like fight it, and then like obviously he couldn't beat it in time because Mike put like 2 other charged creepers behind him as well. The charged creeper exploded, destroyed the Minecraft kid, and the Minecraft kid respawned. But instead of respawning in his base, which would have sucked because he lost his armor and his really good tools, he didn't just lose his tools and his really good armor, he also was sent to the beginning of the map. super far away from his base. And while we don't know if he saved his coordinates or not, he started like having a rage fest in chat. So we're going to assume that he did not save his coordinates and he had no idea where his base actually was. Speaking of Creeper, comment Creeper down below if you'd like a heart. I'm going to go through and heart as many comments as I can that say Creeper in them. And if you want a better chance of getting a heart, comment Creeper like 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 times or something. Don't comment it like too many times or YouTube might time you out or something. But comment it a few times down below and leave a like if you haven't already. But anyways, right, so the Minecraft kid was completely freaking out in chat. He's like, this server sucks. It's so glitchy or whatever. And obviously he's just mad because like he lost all of his progress in the SMP style aspect of the server. So when this happens, right, the Minecraft kid, he leaves the queue for the SMP and he goes in the queue for the PvP element because the server is basically broken up into 2 pieces, the player versus player duels and then the SMP style vanilla Minecraft type, survival, whatever. And so he's done with the survival aspect as all of his progress is now lost. And he goes back to dueling people. And he's using the most aggressive cheats and hacks ever. This kid is hitting people from like 6 blocks away. If you don't know, normally I don't think you can hit people more than 3 or 4 blocks. So this kid was hitting kids from like 6 blocks away. And then he was like, after like defeating them, as he obviously does, because he's cheating super hard, he goes in chat and says, you guys are awful. I'm the best at PvP. You guys suck. LLL. This standard toxic behavior. So at this point, right, Mike has already trolled the Minecraft kid a little bit, and he could just go ahead and ban him. But Mike, you know what? He wasn't done with his trolling endeavors. He had nothing he needed to do that day, and man, he had a lot of fun trolling him on the SMP style, so might as well troll him in the PvP as well. So he didn't want to make it super obvious, so Mike basically went into one of his like admin settings and changed his name so that it wasn't obvious that it was him. So then it was like his name was hidden and it was given like a new random name or something. So no one was able to know that this was actually Mike, aka the owner of the server. And next what he did was he didn't like dual request this kid because maybe the kid would have ignored it and just stayed in like the general dual queue or whatever. He just made it so that the next person that the kid would play would be him. He had some admin powers that allowed him to do such, right? So anyways, Mike queues in a game with this kid. And it's standard kind of like Minecraft PvP. They have a bow, they have a rod, and they have a sword, and they have like golden apples or something. That's kind of their form of healing. And they go in, and this kid is missing all of his rods. The Minecraft kid tried to bow Mike a few times, but completely missed him. So obviously any hacks he had on were not for the rod or the bow, because he didn't even touch Mike at all. But when it came to actually swinging the swords at each other, this kid was reaching or being able to hit Mike away from so many blocks that it was so obvious that he was cheating. And the kid, sure enough, after like hitting Mike a bunch of times, and while Mike didn't die because he was able to kind of escape, kind of rotting the kid back so he couldn't touch him anymore and gappling up, which is aka eating his healing, the kid decided to go into chat. The Minecraft kid then said like, Mike, he didn't say Mike, he said like whatever like fake username Mike was using. He said insert Mike's fake username, right? You're garbage, lol, I'm so much better, right? Even though he was obviously hacking / cheating. So Mike had a set of commands that he had saved to kind of troll anyone if he really wanted to, and he decided to release one of them. So the Minecraft kid was about to heal up, meaning he was about to eat his golden apple that would heal some of his hearts, because Mike, even though being at a significant disadvantage, was pretty good at Minecraft and was still able to get some hits on the kid. So as the Minecraft kid started gappling up, instead of like a golden head or a golden apple being able to regenerate hearts, the kid instead, it was coded because he used some kind of like, he had some kind of preset commands that he had that instead the golden apple, instead of giving a regeneration effect, gave a poison effect. So at this point, right, after the kid eats the golden apple, right, he starts taking damage. And he immediately goes in the chat and is like, this server's so bad. Like, what is this? What is this glitch? This is the worst thing ever. And then Mike, starts fighting him again. And right, the poison effect eventually wears off, and then the Minecraft kid runs away into a corner. And when the Minecraft kid runs away into the corner, Mike kind of lets him, he's thinking, oh, he's going to heal up again or whatever, right? But instead, the kid goes into the corner so he can exit Minecraft and go to his hack client and make the reach even more blatant. So when Mike and the Minecraft kid start fighting again, the Minecraft kid starts hitting him from like 8 to 10 blocks away, super, super far. And at this point, right, Mike is just like, oh my God, right? Like, how is this even possible? And so normally this kid would probably be banned, but the anti-cheat doesn't ban people immediately so that the creators of the hacked clients don't, learn what triggers the anti-cheat. So this kid was going to be banned by the anti-cheat at some point, but Mike was hoping that he'd be able to troll him for just a little bit longer. So the next thing that Mike did was he replaced the sword that the Minecraft kid had and was hacking with a stick. So now, even though the Minecraft kid was hitting Mike from like 10 blocks away, it was doing literally no damage. And then once again, the Minecraft kid types in chat, "This server sucks, it's glitching so bad." And the final thing that Mike does to troll this kid is he does the /kill command, and lightning comes out of the sky and just obliterates the Minecraft kid. And in chat, Mike types, he now undoes his username, so it's very clear that it's him, the owner of the server. He kind of ats the Minecraft kid and says, "You're trash, lol." At this point, right, the Minecraft kid, instead of fighting back or saying, like, "No, you're garbage, like, your server sucks," or whatever, he realizes, because he would have done that to anyone else, but since he's the owner of the server, he's like, "Oh my God, like, I don't want to get banned." And the kid said, "Good game, man." Because at this point, right, he just realized he's been fighting the owner of the server the whole time. He's like, "Oh my God, don't ban me, bro, don't ban me." He's like, "Good game, that was a really good fight." And the owner of the server, Mike, is just like, "Bro, come on now." And sure enough, yeah, the Minecraft kid's like, "Wow, that was such a good fight. Do you want to fight again?" And Mike was just like, "Nah." And then he bans him. He's like, "Nah, banned." Subscribe if you haven't already. Now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some that are recommended. Go watch another video or I'll cry. Thanks, bye. Today we have a story of a Minecraft kid who actually fights his teacher. It's probably one of the cringiest / funniest stories I've heard in a long time. So sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. So we're going to call a subscriber who sent in today's story. We're going to call him Ben because it's kind of been a meme on the channel for at least a couple months to call like the subscriber or people in the story Ben. So I'm bringing that back for today. But normally I get names from the comment section. So leave a comment down below of a name you'd like. It can be your name, your friend's name. Doesn't even matter. Leave a name down below and I'll probably use it. Anyways, right, so Ben, he was in school and there's another kid. And as you can already tell by the title, yes, this was the Minecraft kid. He's back. Nah, it's a different Minecraft kid. Some people actually think that all these videos are about the same guy, and if that was the case, that would be a very, very interesting guy. That's all I can say. Anyways, right, so Ben was in class with the Minecraft kid. And anyways, the Minecraft kid was kind of known for playing Minecraft in class. He kind of thought he was going to go to, like, the major leagues of Minecraft, which no one was able to convince that doesn't exist, because it just simply doesn't exist. There's just, like, no major league gaming or something or you just can't really go professional to play Minecraft, at least not to my knowledge, or I really just don't think that's possible. But anyways, right, so, this guy was always practicing Minecraft or playing Minecraft or doing Bed Wars or whatever in class as he sat kind of towards the back of the class and was able to cover up his movement with his, like, mouse pad or whatever. I don't totally understand the logistics of how you could be able to get away with that. All I can say is I know I'd never be able to get away. I don't think I'd ever try this, but I don't think I'd ever be able to get away with something like this. I don't see how it's possible, but apparently it was for at least a very long time. So the Minecraft kid would never be actually paying attention in class. And this class wasn't super easy. I mean, it wasn't, like, conceptually that hard to remember or figure out, but it was a lot of memorization, and paying attention was pretty essential to do well in the tests. And Ben and his friends would always pay attention to at least a decent extent, and if one of the days Ben didn't pay attention, his friend would tell him what he missed, and vice versa, right? But there was a bit of a problem. The Minecraft kid would always sit around either near Ben, one of Ben's friends, and the thing was, he wasn't paying attention in class, which, dude, I get it, sometimes it's hard. Trust me, I've been there, I am there currently all the time, but sometimes you just gotta do it, sometimes you just gotta pay attention, and if you're not gonna pay attention, man, you gotta pay the consequences. But the Minecraft kid wanted the best of both worlds, because in class, he'd never pay a lick of attention, he'd always be on his computer, somehow getting away with playing, full-on Minecraft PvP Bed Wars type stuff. No idea how he got away with that, but I think he somehow figured out a method that it wasn't loud, it wasn't that obvious, but I think if like the teacher was to come over and see him, then it would be pretty obvious, which that's for a little later in the story. But for that reason, right, the Minecraft kid during the tests would always very blatantly cheat off of Ben or one of his other friends. Which, like, the first time, Ben didn't really care. Since they had a quiz every single week and they had a test every couple weeks, they were assessed pretty frequently. And, like, the first quiz, Ben noticed the Minecraft kid was kind of looking over to see what he's doing. And honestly, bro, like, Ben was kind of chill. He just didn't really care. He's just like, oh, like, all right, whatever, right? But it was, like, over time, every single quiz, every single time, every single test, he would just notice the Minecraft kid would sit next to either him or his friend and would so blatantly look over and cheat. But the teacher really was never really paying that close attention when kids were taking the test. He was always either looking at his computer, maybe getting ready for more material, maybe, I don't know, setting up an installer for mining Bitcoin. I'm bringing the joke back, baby. You just can't stop me, man. You just can't stop me. I know you want to stop me. You just can't stop me, bro. It's impossible. Anyways, though, right? But Ben and his friend was starting to get a little frustrated. Because Ben was like, hey, man, like, I've noticed the Minecraft kid has been cheating off of you, and he's been cheating off of me for, like, months now, every single week, and it's kind of annoying. Because, like, the thing was, right, if it was, like, a one-time thing, while I don't ever condone it, like, at least Ben didn't care, and I think I personally wouldn't care, too. I'd be like, bro, really? But I wouldn't make a stink out of it. But every single week, right, every single week, you study hard, you pay attention, and someone just, like, exactly copies your answers for everything. I think the Minecraft kid might have changed one or two answers so he wouldn't get caught. But it was just obviously so blatant. And yeah, you know what? Ben and his friend are kind of upset because they're like, you know what? We have to pay attention. We have to do all this work. We have to study hard. Well, the Minecraft kid is able to have fun in class every single day, and his grades simply aren't affected, and they're just like, damn, bro, like, that's not cool. So the first idea they have is like, all right, let's actually confront this kid, right? So one of these days, Ben and his friends say, hey, Minecraft kid, can we talk to you at recess? And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. They're not really they're not friendly. They aren't enemies. They're just, like, not that acquainted. Like, they're just not, like, good acquaintances. So it's a little awkward to do, but they just kind of, like, told him, like, hey, man, like, we noticed that, like, you kind of, like, very blatantly, like, copy off of our tests. And, like, if you do that occasionally, we really don't care. But can you just not do that every single day? And the Minecraft kid got really defensive. He's like, cheat? Guys, I would never cheat. I have a very strong code of conduct. I would never cheat. That goes against my morals. And they kind of just look at him because it was very clear. Like, they saw him personally. They saw him looking at, like, the other person. It was very clear that he looked over, wrote something down, looked back at his paper, then looked back over, wrote something down, looked down at his paper. Like, they even checked his answers. Like, they would glance over at the end of the test, and they would be exactly the same except for, like, one that he obviously changed just to keep him safe. And he'd always get that one wrong because, you know, it wasn't the right answer because they chose the right answer. And they kind of just looked at him like, okay. And, you know, they didn't get that much from that interaction, but they kind of thought that, like, confronting the guy, being very open about it, and even though he said, oh, I would never do that, I don't know what you're talking about, maybe now that would kind of, like, scare him off, right? Because like, he knows that they're onto him, and maybe that'd be enough for him to not do it, or at least not do it so often / blatantly. So Ben and, you know, his friend are like, all right, well, maybe that will work, dude. Like, maybe that'll be enough to get the kid to, like, I don't know, pay attention in class, or at least at a minimum, just not cheat off of everything we do. But sure enough, right, in class, he's still playing Minecraft somehow. He's, like, training to be a professional or whatever, or something, I don't know. And yeah, sure enough, the next time a test comes around, the Minecraft kid, once again, is just very clearly looking at Ben. Looks over at Ben's answer, writes it down, and even at one point, right, Ben makes direct eye contact with him as he's about to cheat off another answer. And the Minecraft kid, instead of being like, oh my god, like, I'm caught, or, like, looking down, he just looks at him, gives him, like, a wave, and then looks down at his paper. And Ben is just completely like, dude, like, are you serious? Like, you even just acknowledge that you're cheating. It's just like, you're cheating, you're doing it blatantly, and when we confront you, you're not even saying, hey man, like, like, can I like pay you $5 to like keep cheating off your answers? I don't know if that'd be a great solution, guys. I'm not saying that's the right answer here. But Ben was like, bro, you lied to my face. You're going to use my answers and you smile at me? We're not boys. You can't be doing that. What? And you might be thinking, how on earth does he actually fight the teacher at this point from what's happening? Trust me, it gets really crazy really fast. But before that, comment teacher down below. I'm going to try and heart a bunch of those comments, maybe even comment teacher like 2, 3, 4, 5 times or something. I can't guarantee that I'll heart all the comments, but I'll do my best to get at least a good handful. And also, while you're down there, first line of the description, or one of the lines in the description, is my second channel. I have been posting a decent amount there. So if you want to check out some other kind of more variety content, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to that channel. But anyways, right, back to the story. And the Minecraft kid is still cheating. So Ben and his friend kind of like go up to each other after that class and it's like, dude, Ben was like, dude, he still was cheating off of me. And the friend's like, yeah, bro, I watched. It's very obvious. And Ben's like, I even made eye contact with him. I thought he was going to look down all embarrassed or whatever. But dude, he looked at me, smiled, and waved. He thinks we're boys. We're not boys. So they kind of came up with a plan, and they were like, you know what, Minecraft Kid is going to be playing Minecraft in class. He keeps on getting away with it. You know what? I have an idea. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to tell you what happens, and you'll figure out the plan as we go along. But anyways, right, next day rolls around, and Ben is sitting next to the Minecraft Kid. And once again, the Minecraft Kid just gets into his Minecraft game, is playing as usual, playing as always. No one knows how he gets away with playing in class, but when the Minecraft Kid starts playing, he kind of gets really into it, and it's as if like the surroundings kind of fade away. Because in the beginning, he was a lot more like listening to what's happening. He like closed down his game several times if he thought the teacher might have been paying attention. But he's been doing this for weeks, if not months now. So he's feeling pretty confident, and his confidence has led him to be cocky. And cocky enough that he just like turns on his Minecraft game, tunes out the rest of the class, and by the time the bell rings, he just shuts off his game and leaves. Like, he's at that point, right? And Ben kind of realizes this, or at least he's betting on that being the case. So anyways, right, the next day in class, you know, they're talking about something, whatever, the teacher's talking, and Ben's like, oh, I have a question on the homework. So the teacher's like, all right, Ben, like, what's up? At this point, right, Ben is sitting right next to the Minecraft Kid, and Ben's like, oh, it's like, can you help me, like, I have a very specific question. I don't think it'd be important for the whole class to hear. Can you come here to help me with it? And the teacher's like, yeah, sure, like, whatever. Because, like, people were kind of working on some assignments or readings or whatever anyways, so it wasn't like he was stopping class to individually help Ben. He was just kind of, like, answering general questions. And if the question didn't help everyone, sometimes this is better to have the teacher talk to you one-on-one. So the teacher's walking over towards Ben, and the Minecraft Kid has no idea that, you know, Ben raised his hand, asked a question, and or the teacher was coming over. He was just so engrossed in his game and so confident and cocky that he would never get caught that he wasn't even paying any attention. Like, all like the sound around him kind of faded away. And sure enough, the teacher walked down and was kind of paying attention towards Ben. But as he walked closer to Ben, he was able to get at like an angle where he could see exactly what the Minecraft Kid was doing. And the teacher was like, oh, is he like trying to open up a file to do work? And he like turns the corner a little bit or whatever. He gets into a position, he gets into an angle where he can see exactly what the Minecraft Kid is doing, and he realizes he's been playing Minecraft, and the teacher comes to the conclusion, this kid's been playing Minecraft the whole time, and there's a good chance he's been playing Minecraft not just today, not just the day before, but for a very, very long time. So the teacher walks up to the Minecraft Kid and says, what are you doing in my class? And takes his hand and shuts the screen of the game. So it was like a laptop. It wasn't like a desktop or anything. He wasn't wheeling in a full-on desktop or something. But, you know, the teacher goes in, shuts the screen of the game. So obviously that kind of either pauses it or quits him out of the game. But, you know, it's a multiplayer game, so you can't pause a multiplayer game. Mom, I can't pause the multiplayer game. And he looks up. He's like, dude, what the heck, bro? I was in the middle of a game. You can't just do that. And the teacher's like, don't talk back to me. Like, I just caught you playing games in class. That's, like, super against the rules here. You can't be doing that. And the Minecraft Kid stands up and says, well, yeah, you know what? I'm training to be a professional. I'm putting in the grind. I'm putting in the grind every day. I'm going to make so much more money than you or anyone else here who goes to the school. I shouldn't even be coming to class. I just have to. And the teacher looks at him because, like, this kid never really spoke up. So the teacher was a little bit, like, taken aback. And the teacher's like, well, I'm confiscating this till the end of class, and grabs the computer. Yeah, you might say that grabbing the computer might have been an overreaction. You can also say there's a perfectly fair reaction. Either way, it paled in comparison to the reaction from the Minecraft kid. And the Minecraft kid's like, give it back! And punches the teacher in the nose. Like, straight up is like, bah! At this point, right, the teacher just, like, stands there in shock. The Minecraft kid didn't, like, knock him out or push him back or anything, but he did, like, some solid damage to them. I mean, he didn't, like, break anything, but it was, like, a full-on punch. It was, like, legit. It wasn't, like, a little tap. It wasn't, like, a whiff or anything. It was, like, a full-on, legitimate whap. At this point, right, the Minecraft kid, all, like, the, all the energy he had, all that energy he had against the teacher, being all like, oh, like, you can't do that to me, like, I'm trying to be a professional, all that disappeared instantly as he hit him in the face, because he realized that he messed up big. And the teacher just looks at him, and at this point, the whole class have been watching this whole thing going down, and after the Minecraft kid punched the teacher in the nose, they all kind of gasped, and it went so silent, because they're just like, they've never seen anything like this happen before. The Minecraft kid's like, sorry, it was a reflection, it wasn't on purpose, bro, like, that's on me, He was, like, really trying to backtrack super hard, because he knew that he was in such big trouble, and the teacher just looks at him, and just points towards the door. He's like, get out of my class. Go down to the principal's office. I'll be following you there in like 1 minute. Don't try and get out of this. Don't tell the principal anything that isn't happening, because I'll tell him if you don't. And the Minecraft kid's like, yes, sir, and gets up and leaves. Because he was like, all right, I need to minimize how bad this is. And at this point, right, Ben looks at his friend. Because, like, Ben just wanted the Minecraft kid to get a little bit of karma for cheating off of him every day in class. He had no idea that it was going to accelerate this crazy, bro. And Ben just looks at his friend with this look of like, well, that was unexpected. Subscribe if you haven't already, and now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some recommended. Go watch one. It'll make me very happy. Today we have a story time of a Minecraft kid who was caught... Normally, I'd cut that out, but I don't know. I just played that back. It sounded pretty funny. Anyways, today we have a story time of a Minecraft kid who was caught cheating in his kind of school-sponsored Bed Wars tournament after telling everyone that he was the greatest. And the ending was pretty hilarious, so you want to stick around, sit back, relax, leave a like in the video to claim your free nothing, as always. And yeah, let's get right into it. Subscribers sent in today's story. We're going to call him Robert. I got that name from the comment section. You know the deal. Leave a comment with a name you'd like me to use. It could be your name, your dog's name, your arch enemy's name. I really don't care. I'll be using your names in the comment section. Anyways, right, so this guy named Robert, at his school, kind of like the kids came together and they decided that they wanted a kind of a grade-wide Bed Wars tournament for anyone who wanted to join in. For those who aren't aware, Bed Wars is a minigame, a Minecraft minigame you can play on Hypixel. I've had a lot of fun memories on there. I've also gotten really mad when people come in and, like, infinite god bridge 10,000 clicks per second over to my base, knock me back away from 20 feet, and then destroy my bed within 0.1 microseconds. Like, that's a little frustrating. I remember playing in the days when it wasn't so sweaty, and I enjoyed it a little bit more. However, I've had great memories on Bed Wars, and I think it's actually a pretty cool idea that his grade came together and organized a Bed Wars tournament. So it wasn't necessarily like the idea of the school to put this thing together. However, it was like kind of organized a little bit by the parents, kind of very generally, but it was up to the kids to really organize it. And it was like the school kind of gave it the A-OK, like the thumbs up, because it was kind of contacting everyone in the class, and to do so, I think there were some school regulations, but they gave it the A-OK. But anyways, all you need to know is that there was a Bed Wars tournament, and anyone in the class could be eligible. So not everyone played, obviously, because not everyone played Bed Wars, but on one of the days, they announced the tournament, and they said within a couple days, we want everyone to submit, if they want to play or not. You were also able to submit people you wanted to be teamed with, but you could also submit to yourself as like a single pool. You don't have to go in with anyone, and they would just assign you team members from other people who didn't really have anyone else they wanted to be teams with. And by the end of the like 2 or 3 day period, there were 4 teams of 4 people. So 16 people from the grades signed up for the Bed Wars tournament. And I think the prize was like an all-you-can-eat, like, because there's like a local Sunday place, and there was like the prize was like you can get whatever you want. I mean, obviously one ice cream. You can't get there like infinitely every single day, but you could get one, whatever all-you-can-eat ice cream prize if you win the Bed Wars tournament. I think runner-up was just like you got nothing. It was just like win it. It was all or nothing basically. And so Robert, the subscriber, he signed up with his friend James, and I'm giving him a name because he actually is kind of relevant in the story, and I will be referring to Robert's teammate and his close friend James as James from here on out. However, there was also another kid who we're going to call the Minecraft Kid. And he's called the Minecraft Kid because, I don't know, he's called the Minecraft Kid. He plays Minecraft or something. But he was also kind of a jerk. He was kind of like that kid who no one really liked, and he didn't have any friends. And it wasn't because, for unfortunate reasons, like, oh, he looked funny and all the kids were mean, so they refused to be friends with him. No, he didn't have friends because he basically alienated himself from everyone because he was, like, cruel to everyone for no good reason. And he was also very boastful and full of himself. And he definitely displayed a lot of that the week before the Bed Wars tournament itself. And the Minecraft Kid, for the entire week up until the actual day of the tournament, was talking about how he was significantly better than everyone and how he was going to absolutely wreck everyone and completely destroy everyone and how they shouldn't even bother. They shouldn't even bother because he was just so much better. And so, yeah, Robert and James, who didn't already like this kid in the beginning, kind of made it their goal to make sure to beat this kid. Make sure this kid couldn't beat them. So Robert, James, and the other 2 teammates, who I'm not going to give a name to because they weren't super important, I'm just going to call them Teammate A and Teammate B in case I need to in case I need to reference them specifically. But the 4 of them, during that entire week after they finished their homework, they trained. They were on the grind, man. They were grinding to get that number 1 spot because they wanted that all-you-can-eat, ice cream, whatever coupon thing, but that wasn't even that important to them. Honestly, that was just like, that was the cherry on top. That was a little extra. The real prize they wanted was to beat the Minecraft Kid because he was a big jerk and he also was super full of himself and he was super confident he was going to win and he made it so publicly. Of course, that's the best prize in the world, man. Anyways, Robert, James, and player A and B, they trained pretty extensively that entire week when they were done with homework. And finally, by the end of the week, it was the day of the tournament. So the tournament was kind of like bracket style, or it wasn't like that much of a bracket. It was just like the 4 teams, 2 of them play each other, and then like the winners play for the final round. And anyways, right, Robert and James and their team did not play against the Minecraft Kids team in the first round. And if they both won their next positionings, they were going to then play it. They were going to play each other in the final round. So anyways, in the first round, Robert and James, they kind of win pretty easily. They were just simply better. There's nothing really I need to say here. But also the Minecraft Kid and his team won as well. And while, Robert and James weren't able to see it, some of his classmates who didn't opt in to play opted in to watch. And they, one guy texted, Robert and was like, yo, bro, Minecraft Kid is pretty good. His team swept the other team. And, Robert and James were feeling pretty good coming off of their win, but, kind of that good feeling dissipated as soon as they heard that, the other team also got swept and that it, wasn't just them, clearing house and, destroying everything. And, they were a little bit concerned, to be honest. Real quick, comment Bed Wars if you made it this far into the video. I just want to see how many people made it this far, and I do appreciate it. Commented a couple times. I wasn't able to get, to heart a bunch of comments yesterday, but I will do my best today to try and heart some comments to say Bed Wars. So comment Bed Wars down below. Maybe even comment a couple times if you'd like. But anyways, right, it's finally here. It's the final, the finale, the moment that Robert, James, and player A and B have been training for this entire week. An opportunity to beat the Minecraft Kid at his own game, supposedly. So they enter into the match, and right away, right, they have this kind of bed defense strategy where 3 of them go in, 1 stays back. They're rushing middle, 1 rushes diamonds to get some upgrades, 1 is putting down the bed defenses. Everything is going to plan. And then, James, not Robert, the subscriber, but James, he's in middle trying to get some emeralds, maybe even put some pressure on the other team. He encounters the Minecraft Kid. And Robert and James, they're not in the same place because they're not all like at the same house or whatever. Some kids went over to some of the kids' houses to watch, but Robert and James were connected via Discord. And Robert heard James go, whoa, whoa, hold up now, wait. And all of a sudden, right, Robert's just like, James, is everything okay? Like, are you good? And, he looks in chat, and sure enough, like, James was slain by the Minecraft kid or whatever. And James is like, that guy hit me from so far away. I don't know how he did it. And at this point, right, Robert and James weren't really suspecting anything like hacking related, as you will see in the title, right? But he's like, oh, wow, maybe he's just really good at player versus player like battles, like PvP stuff. So he, and then Robert was like, all right, James, and player A and B, because they were also in the VC. He's like, all right, so we got to really step it up when it comes to not like PvP. Like, we got to be really good with strategy and breaking beds effectively and efficiently. We should probably also get stacked up because apparently he is really good at PvP, and we just need to have a winning chance. We need like prot 4 diamond or whatever. Diamond's a little excessive. I played a little bit. I know it's not necessary. But anyways, right, the game keeps on going on. And finally, right, Robert's bridging to one of the islands. And at that island, sure enough, is not James, but the Minecraft kid. And then Robert, is like, all right, let me fight this guy. And he doesn't even get one hit on this kid. And it's not super clear. Like, Robert at this point is suspicious. But there's also a chance that he really just is as good as he claimed to be. Like, maybe all the boasting and bragging wasn't for nothing. Maybe he just genuinely was that good. Because some people are just so good at, like, Minecraft, you can't even touch them, man. Like, I don't play that much, and, when I do, and I go on, like, a practice server, I just queue into something. I'm like, oh, let me just get someone at least my level, maybe a little bit better. I get, like, someone whose username is, like, 1 character long, and they, like, combo me, like, 50 times in a row. I'm like, yeah, this game is just not fun. Like, ranked, like, skill-based matching, like, matchmaking, is just not a thing, I guess, okay? Either way, right, Robert and James were like, all right, even if this kid is cheating, like, he's not getting caught for it, and he isn't cheating so blatantly that we think he's going to get, like, banned mid-game. So we really got to, like, sit down, strategize, and figure out a way just to survive this. Like, even if we tie, we just can't lose to this guy. All right, I can already hear all you guys typing away on your overly expensive keyboards about how you can't tie in Bed Wars, and it goes to, like, beds broken and then like dragons or whatever. You know what I mean, okay, right? They're trying to at least make this game close at a minimum. But anyways, they're losing ground. The other team is like, getting upgrades. They're putting pressure on them. The Minecraft kid was like really close to breaking the bed. It was just like knocked into the void, by James or whoever, right? It was getting really close. And right, they were just talking to each other like, we got to do something like kind of quick because we're going to run out of, and as soon as that happened, right, they all happened to be at mid aggressively trying to get emeralds. Bed broken. They see that message pop up in front of them. If you don't know, in Bed Wars, you respawn infinitely. You can respawn as many times as you want, but only if your bed is still there. Once the opposing team breaks the bed, then it's GG. It's unlucky. Like, you will not respawn. You're still alive. But once you die, you will not respawn. So it's a really big deal, and you try not to have your bed broken. And they're like, that's it, man. Like, we need to get this bed. We just can't win without getting the bed. I mean, obviously. And Robert and James were talking to each other, and that's when they notice in chat, final kill, player A, and player A in the Discord's like, God damn it. Like, and they're like, dude, what happened? He's like, I don't know. He just snuck up behind me and just knocked me into the void. And then soon enough, a little bit later, player B knocked into the void as well. And they're just like, oh my God, like, what are we going to do? And this is when Robert and James say, you know what? This isn't like the best way to win. But we're going to wait till bed breaks. Because if you don't know, after a certain amount of time, the beds will just automatically break, even the ones that haven't been broken yet. And it was about 2 minutes till bed break. He said, you know what? We're not going to risk it. Let's just wait it out. So they decide to camp at mid, collecting a bunch of emeralds and kind of very carefully running back to one of the islands to buy upgrades and stuff and all that good stuff. So yeah, sure enough, Robert and James, as the only two left on a team versus a team of 4 with a bed, they bought everything in the book. They bought, punch bow, fireball, ender pearls, speed pots, invisibility pots. Like, they even had a knockback stick. They bought everything they possibly could, camped at middle, got geared up as much as possible. Because at that point, right, it was close enough to bed break that it just seemed worth it to try and hold it out like that. So anyways, right, the time ticked down, and then finally, all bets broken. It's a 2v4. They're stacked up as possible. They pre-gap, they're in the middle, and they're just waiting. And sure enough, right, Minecraft Kid and his 3 other teammates, they start walking to the center. And as they're walking to the center, or moving to the center, running, whatever, sprinting, however you want to say it, James is able to get an expert bow shot on one of the players and hits him as he's jumping over, which just sends his knockback just enough to send him into the void. 3v2. So now that, odds are looking a little bit better, but still the Minecraft Kid is yet to be defeated in PvP. He has died once or twice, but this is either he falls into the void on his own accord, or he was knocked into the void when he wasn't fighting back. So they did kind of realize that there was a massive skill gap between the Minecraft Kid and the other 3 people that were playing with him, because they were randomly assigned. The Minecraft Kid did not come in with a teammate, because no one in the class really liked him that much and wanted to play with him. So it was just the other random people who didn't sign up with someone. Or maybe 2 of the players signed up together and just got assigned in the group of 4. But anyways, right, Robert says, I'll take on those 2, James, you take on him. So that kind of evened out as they assumed that 2 versus 1, 2 of the other players would equal at least 1 of the Minecraft Kid. So they went into fight, and Robert was, it was kind of close, and he almost died, and he healed up afterwards, but he was able to defeat the 2 other people. But he looks over as James is just getting comboed, hit again and again and again, and he's fireballing and purling out of there. But the Minecraft Kid, he realized bets were going to break, so he got some pearls. He got some gapples as well. He stocked up, not as much as those 2, but just enough to keep catching up to James, not letting him fully heal. And sure enough, final kill, James. And it was a 1v1. And at this point, Robert was like, there's no way I beat him. Yeah, my stuff is better, but he's just so significantly better than me. And Robert, looks at the Minecraft Kid, who now turns to him, is finishing up, healing up, and looks directly at him and starts kind of pacing towards him or sprinting towards him or whatever. And, Robert, he kind of fires some bow shots to kind of knock him back a little bit. He pre-gaps again as his other absorption hearts were removed or whatever. But finally, man, he can't do anything else. He has to fight. And this is when he kind of felt the sketchy hit. So he went in for a hit. He didn't make it. The Minecraft Kid hit him. He flew back at least 5 or 6 blocks. And as he's flying back, he gets hit again and flies back another 5 or 6 blocks. And yes, you could say it's, ping or connection to the server, as Hypixel is not known for its great ping. But this just felt sketchy to him. So he had 2 ender pearls, and he took one, and he pearled out of there, and he pearled to an island. And the Minecraft Kid apparently didn't have any pearls, but was starting to bridge over. And at this point, right, Robert was just like, oh my God, this is it. This is it for me. And then all of a sudden, he sees the Minecraft Kid, bridging over, and the Minecraft Kid pops. He explodes, and his inventory spills everywhere, and then the victory screen appears on screen. And he's like, did he log out? Did he quit? And then he checked, and he's like, what just happened? And everyone else on the Discord TeamSpeak was like, oh my God, Watchdog just got him. If you don't know, Watchdog is Hypixel's anti-cheat. The Minecraft Kid was cheating, and he just got banned. Subscribe if you haven't already, and now go watch another video. There's some in the recommended, some on screen. Go watch one. I'll be very happy. Goodbye. Today we got a story time of a Minecraft kid who thinks the back rooms are actually real and it's a serious danger and threat to everyone. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Sit back, relax, leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. So we're going to call a subscriber who sent in today's story, we're going to call him Will. I got that name from the comment section down below, so if you want me to use a name, either your name, your friend's name, your dog's name, basically any name that you like, if you want me to use it in a future video, just leave it down below in the comment section, and I'll definitely make sure to go through and find and look at those. And I mean, I use those names in the comments of all the names of all the videos. But anyways, right, so Will told me the story about, this was actually quite recent. So if you don't know, a pretty viral video came out, or set of videos, where someone made a very realistic, movie type short film about the back rooms, which, if you don't know, it's an old internet legend that if you're not really careful, or if you're really unlucky, you can quote unquote no clip, which is in a video game where you clip through a wall. You can no clip out of reality into the back rooms, which is these repeating, really dark, musky kind of this kind of like dark, musky, repeating set of office type rooms where these like monsters live. It was a really great short film that was based on that kind of like internet mystery or whatever. And when it came out, right, it was like they made it really realistic. I mean, obviously, it's as realistic as a fantasy horror like a house-made film would be, correct? But at the same time, they did a really good job. However, recently, the subscriber Will said that his friend, who was definitely a Minecraft kid, saw the videos and believed that they were 100% real. This is kind of giving me vibes of like, I don't know, Salem Witch Trial, or not Salem Witch Trials, what's it called? The movie called The Blair Witch Project, where when they released it back in 1999, before the internet was as like normalized as it is now, they made it like as if it was a found footage and that like what was going on was actually real, and people kind of did believe it. This is kind of a similar situation, so let's just jump right into it. Anyways, right, so pretty recently, Will was just in class, and he was just sitting there one day, and he was friends with this kid who played like a little bit too much Minecraft, and you know, that's definitely not a bad thing as it's the background footage for this video. But you know, Will was just sitting in class one day, and the kid that he always played Bed Wars with, he came in panting and sweating, and just looked at Will with these like wide eyes, and he just like looked back, he's like, man, are you good? And the Minecraft kid's like, Will, we need to talk at recess today. And Will was like genuinely concerned. Like Will was genuinely worried for like what is going on. Like, why is this kid freaking out? Why does he feel as if like he needs to talk to me at recess? Like, did something really bad happen? Because it looks like something really bad happened from the looks of this. Like, it's kind of freaking him out, to be honest. Anyways, right after class, you know, it's recess, so Will goes and finds the Minecraft kid and is like, hey man, like, what's wrong? And he's like, I can't talk to you here about this. We need to go over there. And he points to kind of a more deserted corner of like the playground. And Will's like, all right, like, cool, I guess. I'm a little worried because I don't know what's going on and it just kind of feels a little weird, but all right, cool enough, I guess. And the kid's like, all right, bro, come over here. And he said like Will's like really kind of freaking out. He feels kind of weird about the whole thing. And the Minecraft kid says, man, I gotta warn you about something. What do you know about the back rooms? And at this point, right, Will had no idea what the back rooms were. Because, you know, Will's on the internet. I mean, he watches this channel. But I guess he just didn't get recommended that video. And he also hasn't been on the internet long enough to kind of know about the internet horror. Because it's like a pretty popular internet horror story. Like, I knew about the back rooms way before that short film came out, just because I've been on the internet for a while and I'm pretty immersed with the culture on here, if I do say so myself. And he's like, Will, you gotta be really careful. And he's like, dude, what are you talking to me? He's like, whatever you do, don't no clip out of reality. And Will kind of looked at him because, like, at the end of the day, right, Will wasn't totally sure what the backrooms were before, you know, he actually did a little research after this whole story goes down and before he sent this in to me. But he knew what, like, clipping, like, no clipping out of the framework of a video game was. And he was like, dude, what are you even talking about? He's like, bro, you gotta trust me on this. If you no clip out of reality, you'll be sent to the back rooms, and it's just repeating Office Space forever, and there's no escape, man. And if you're not careful, they're creatures. They're creatures that roam the back rooms. And at this point, right, Will's like, all right, bro, like, I think I've had enough of this conversation. I've heard what I've needed to hear. Like, okay, buddy. So anyways, right, you know, the Minecraft kid's like, all right, man, just know I warned you. And, you know, they go back to class, or, you know, the bell rings and they go back to class. And Will's just kind of weirded out by all this. And he's looking over at the Minecraft kid. And the Minecraft kid is not even focusing in class. He's like too paranoidly looking around, afraid that he's like about to no clip out of reality, whatever that's even supposed to mean. And the teacher's like kind of going on and on about something. He's like, and then, you know, the square root of x plus, or whatever, right? He's just kind of going on. And then all of a sudden, right, Will, the subscriber, sees the Minecraft kid out of the corner of his eye get out of his seat and run up towards the front of the classroom. And at this point, Will was like, oh my God, what's going on? And the Minecraft kid tackles the teacher, just out of nowhere. And the teacher was kind of like holding on to something, and whatever was in his hand flew out of his hand. And like the whole class kind of was like kind of gasped a little bit and then started like talking. And the Minecraft kid was like, "Oh my God, that was a close one. I just saved your life." And the teacher kind of pushed him off of him. He's like, "What are you doing? What are you thinking?" And the Minecraft kid said, the teacher was like, I swear, you were about to no-clip, you were about to go to the back rooms. And then just like pure silence afterwards. And the teacher's like, "What?" And the Minecraft kid's like, "I can't explain it, but I just saved your life." Imagine going up to someone saying, "I can't explain it, but I just saved your life, so you should be nice to me. Like, you should feel good." Like, imagine I just go up to someone, like, touch their shoulder and be like, "You don't understand it, man, but I just saved your life." No, you don't understand it. Like, you don't even try and understand, man. You just don't understand. But I just saved your life. So if I were you, I would just be, like, super nice to me, maybe even give me, like, $25 or whatever money's in your pocket, just because I saved your life, which I think is worth so much more than whatever's in your pocket, man. So it would just be the least you could do, you know? Like, I'm not about to go up and do that to someone. And the teacher's just, like, looks at him, kind of with this, like, weird look and just, like, silence for a little bit. And he's like, "I don't know what just happened. I really don't know what just happened. But just go sit back down, and I don't want to hear any more of this backroom nonsense. Like, just sit down. Like, I'm not going to send you to the principals. I don't know why, but this is just too weird. Sit back down. Don't say anything. Don't speak up in class." And the Minecraft kid, like, gets up, and he walks back. And Will, the subscriber, is looking at him like, "Dude, what, are you insane? Are you good?" And the Minecraft kid looks over at him and kind of leans over because he's sitting right next to him. He's like, "Bro, the teacher was about to no-clip out of reality. He doesn't understand it, but I just saved his life." And at this point, Will just looks at him with this kind of just this blank look of just astonishment. Just, is this my friend? Is my friend okay? By the way, if you made it this far into the video, comment back rooms down below. That's one word, back room, and then with a S, plural, back room or back rooms. Actually, comment either of them. I just like to see how many people made it this far into the video. But anyways, right, the end of class happens, and the teacher looks at the Minecraft kid and basically signals him to come up and talk to him. But Will has no idea what the teacher said to the Minecraft kid, because by that time, Will had already left the classroom. He's like, "All right, well, most likely," and most likely the teacher was like, "Are you okay? Like, what happened in there? And also, you can't do that, like, in general. Like, you just can't do that." And anyways, right, so Will, the subscriber, he's walking down the hallway, and he's walking to the next class. And probably by this time, the Minecraft kid gets out of the class. Like, Will doesn't know that at the time, but using this logic and what is about to happen, which is quite interesting, he just puts two and two together, and the Minecraft kid probably came out about that time. And in front of him, right, is a pretty long hallway, and a door opens to a classroom. And it's a classroom that has the same, like, kind of like these kind of like dingy yellow lights, like kind of lights that are kind of like office type fluorescent type lights, similar to what it looks like in the back rooms. And sure enough, right, the walls are kind of like, the wallpaper is kind of this yellow. It was bad interior design, but obviously, right, it wasn't actually the back rooms. It was like just really like crappy design. It just looked ugly. But anyways, right, Will the subscriber was kind of walking towards the end of the room, or the end of the hall, and he wasn't going into that room specifically, but he did see, like, the room exist. Like, he just did notice it. And he didn't think much of it until he heard a screaming coming from behind him. And sure enough, right, it was the Minecraft kid who also saw this. And it's weird because, like, this classroom wasn't new. If anything, it was probably pretty old. But I guess the Minecraft kid was just on high alert to look for, like, no clips into the back room. And the second he saw a classroom that had kind of, like, you know, bad, crappy wallpaper and, like, bad, crappy lighting, he was like, "Oh my God, man, it's the back rooms. The portal's opened up." Just like something crazy like that. And like he sees kids walking to it because they have a class there, man. It's this normal classroom, bro. And they have a classroom there. I mean, they have a class. Of course they're going to walk there. And he starts shouting, "No, don't go in there. It's a trap." And at this point, right, all the kids in the hallway start to turn around and just kind of look at, you know, what's going on. And by the way, the subscriber who sent this in, he's in 3rd grade. So this is not like a 10th grader thinking the backrooms are actually real. Just a clarification. But anyways, he's like, "No, don't go back there. It's a trap. It's the back rooms. They've opened up. And at this point, right, people are just kind of looking around like, huh? Like, bro, what are you saying? And like, there's a couple people that are about to walk in the classroom who aren't turning around looking at this kid screaming. And the Minecraft kid's like, no, and sprints down the hallway. And Will, the subscriber, says he's never seen this kid run this fast. Like, has never probably seen anyone run this fast. He just like lightning bolt sprints down the hallway, jumps in front of the people, and kind of knocks them over. Almost like he's tackling them in football. It's crazy. He's like, I just saved your life. Why didn't you listen to me? Don't go into that room. It's a trap. And the teacher who's teaching a class in that room walks out after hearing all this commotion, is like, guys, what's going on? What is going on out here? At this point, right, there's this guy who has watched the whole thing go down and listened to everything. And the Minecraft kid is like talking to, the kids on the ground who he's tackled. He's like, I just saved you from entering the back rooms. You almost clipped out of reality. And at this point, like this kid, right, that I just mentioned a second ago is like, back rooms? Clipped out of reality. And he looks at the Minecraft and he's like, you don't think the back rooms are actually real, right? And the Minecraft kid's like, bro, I thought the same thing as you. I thought it was just like funny business, but then I saw these videos on the internet that are real live footage from 1980s. There was a film student and he recorded the whole thing and someone just got the footage and uploaded it. And the kid looked at him like, bro. He's like, dude, you do realize, right, that was like a film project that was made recently. And at this point, the Minecraft kid's like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, you could literally see the footage. It had a time, it had a date on it. It was 1980s, right? It was a film. It was like, it was college kids. They're doing a film project. And then one of them clipped into the back room. And then the camera was sent all the way. And they started like listening to what he was saying. He's like, the camera was sent all the way out of the back rooms, falling. And then the other kid who like was just looking at him like, okay. He's starting to get it. He's starting to get it. And at this point, the Minecraft kid is starting to have a realization that not everything on the internet is real life. And he just looks at the people on the ground like, go about your day, guys. And he gets up. The Minecraft kid's like, all right, my bad. Go about your day. Minecraft kid gets up, starts walking away. And the teacher's like, hold it 1 second. Did you just tackle these kids? And the kids on the ground were like, I mean, I guess. Like, he kind of did. And at this point, the teacher's like, explain yourself. And at this point, the Minecraft kid's like, well, and then the Minecraft kid was really struggling to talk because he realized he has to explain to the teacher that he was trying to save these students from entering a new dimension full of evil beasts, which was her classroom, apparently. Subscribe! Now go watch another video. There's some on screen, some that are recommended. Go watch one, I'll be very happy. Goodbye. Today we got a story time of a Minecraft kid who has a crazy mental breakdown, freak out, whatever you want to call it, in the middle of class over a debate of if Fortnite or Minecraft is better. Yeah, dude, I'm not even kidding. Leave a like on the video to claim your free nothing, and let's get right into it. So the subscriber who sent in this story, we're going to call him Yusuf. I got that name from the comment section down below, so leave in the comment down below if you have a name that you want me to use. But anyways, right, so Yusuf, he is this kid in his class who we're going to call the Minecraft kid. And the thing is, right, a little bit of a background. The Minecraft kid, he just, is an avid Minecraft player. And by the way, no disrespect if you like Minecraft. I mean, look at my background gameplay for literally every video for the last, 8 months or a year. It's all Minecraft, man. It's a good game. Trust me. I know. I like it too. But anyways, right? So this all happened one day in Yusuf's class. He was kind of just sitting there. He was kind of just chilling. And the Minecraft kid, he wasn't necessarily friends with the guy, but he also wasn't necessarily not friends with the guy. He was on kind of good standing with them. Nothing too special, nothing too crazy. Just your standard run-of-the-mill acquaintance. Let's actually say acquaintance plus, because he was more friendly than your standard acquaintance. Anyways, right? So him and the Minecraft kid, they're sitting there, and then it was kind of in between classes. They had recess, but their recess was earlier, and it was kind of just a a low period where, they had some time, but also wasn't during a class. And anyways, right, a discussion came up because it wasn't just him and the Minecraft kid. It was Yusuf, Minecraft kid, and a bunch of the kids in this class, including some of his friends. And the discussion came up of which is better, Minecraft or Fortnite, right? And I think most of us know that, like, you can have an opinion on this. Personally, I love Minecraft, greatest game ever, in my humble opinion, right? But I also can respect that people don't feel that way. I can respect that people, had that. Look, I had a lot of friends that, like, Fortnite in the golden 2018 era, they had a wonderful time. And it's like memories they'll never forget. I can respect that. However, bro, the Minecraft kid in this video, he just can't understand it. But anyways, right, so him and Yusuf, they're, everyone else is kind of talking. The Minecraft kid is really holding up the side of, like, oh, Minecraft is the greatest game of all time, man. There's no question. Like, there's not even a question about it. Like, I don't even know why this is a discussion, dude. Like, I don't know why we're talking about this. This is blasphemous. I don't know if he said blasphemous. I mean, I'm pretty sure these guys are in, like, 5th or 6th grade or something. I didn't get an exact year, but that's an assumption. Anyways, right. So, the kids were going on, they're talking about it, and eventually, right, Yusuf was one of those guys, like some of my friends, who back in, like, 2018 just had, like, some of the greatest memories, some, like, the greatest golden memories of, hopping on, like, Fortnite, and, I'm going to get some of the terms wrong because I never played myself. I never got into it. Just kind of, like, hopping on Fortnite and just having a really great time, like, with his friends, getting the first win or whatever, or I don't even know. I've kind of heard the game has kind of gone to shite, to put it lightly, but he remembers the golden era. So Yusuf, like, kind of like, he's like, hey, man, like, nah, I'm going to be really strong about this. Like, Minecraft, I get it. Like, it's more popular. It's gotten more downloads. There's more people that would agree with you. But personally, man, not a shot. Like, Fortnite is significantly better. And at this point, right, the Minecraft kid, because everyone else was like, it's close, man, but, either I like Minecraft more, or I guess Fortnite's a little better for me. But when Yusuf said is, like, significantly better, the Minecraft kid looked at him and is like, what do you mean significantly? Like, are you saying that Minecraft isn't even close? Are you insane? And while Yusuf, like, kind of respected the game Minecraft in the sense of, like, he understood why people liked it, he just had a really good, memory. He just really enjoyed, his time on Fortnite. So he stood pretty strong. He's like, nah, man, like, nah, Minecraft kid, like, I'm sorry. It's just not even close. It's just not even in the same league. And the thing is, right, Yusuf might have been, puffing up his chest a little, like, definitely sticking to his guns. But, like, hey, man, like, that's fair enough. This isn't a consequential debate. Like, fair enough, right? But anyways, right, the Minecraft kid is starting to get mad. Like, he's starting to get actually mad. Like, he's actually starting to get angry, bro, for some reason. He's actually, like, he's starting to get upset. And at this point, he's like, dude, what, you don't even know what you're saying, man. Like, you're not even making sense anymore. Like, this is so insane. Like, for some Minecraft kids, it's, like, completely losing it. But in the beginning of this video, I said that, like, this kind of period of time was, like, kind of a short period of time in between classes. And sure enough, like, the new teacher walked into the room, or the teacher for the next class, and said, all right, guys, like, break is over, pull out your textbooks, whatever, go to page, whatever, right? At this point, the Minecraft kid looks at Yusuf and is like, dude, this is not over. And Yusuf's like, fine, then it's not. By the way, if you enjoy Storytimes and you haven't already, consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind later. Anyways, right, so, class was going on, the teacher was at the front teaching, whatever, and, Yusuf is kind of sitting there, and the Minecraft kid is sitting a couple rows in front of him. And Yusuf was kind of just, like, staring at the board, starting to get a little bored of what's going on, so he was spacing out, like, a little bit. He was starting to, like, not focus in. He's like, okay, well, it's kind of standard behavior, right? And he kind of, like, spaces out, but then his eyes kind of focus back in when he realizes that the Minecraft kid, who is a couple rows in front of him, has turned around in his desk and is, like, staring him down, like, maliciously, like, looking at him, like, oh, like, with this kind of, like, face. At this point, right, Yusuf kind of notices that the Minecraft kid has turned around and is just kind of staring at him with this face, and he's kind of just thinking to himself, like, no way this kid still cares about our Fortnite versus Minecraft debate. I mean, come on, bro. Like, out of all the things to care about, that's what you're putting your effort into? Like, out of all the things to care about, man, in the entire world, like, right now, first of all, there's class going on, and am I paying attention? No, but neither are you, and you're not paying attention because of our Fortnite versus Minecraft debate, but also, bro, like, it's not that deep. It just simply is not that deep, bro. So the Minecraft kid is about to go crazy in class, and it's pretty funny / embarrassing for him. But before that happens, right, I just want to say that the word of the day is Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite. So yeah, go ahead and comment down Fortnite down below if you made it this far. If you're really cool, you might even want to comment it out, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 times. I will be giving out a couple hearts. I don't have a ton of time, but if I see you commenting a lot, I'm going to scroll through really quickly and heart just a few comments, or as many as I can, I guess. I just don't have a lot of time. But yeah, anyways, if you're listening to this, comment Fortnite down below. Maybe even comment it a couple times. But anyways, right, so Yusuf is kind of just sitting there like, bro, what's going on, man? Like, I'm just trying to, like, pay attention because the Minecraft kid has turned around, like for the last, like, minute, and has just been staring at him. And the teacher was at the, the kind of facing towards the board to write stuff down, but, he turned around to kind of, like, he was in the middle of a question, and the teacher kind of, like, stops talking for a second, and is like, Minecraft kid, says his actual name, but it's like, Minecraft kid, like, turn around. The Minecraft kid turns around. And the teacher turns back to the board, and then after like 5 seconds after the teacher goes back to the board and continues to write on it, sure enough, the Minecraft kid turns around in his chair and starts looking at Yusuf again, and Yusuf is like, bro, this kid. And sure enough, like, Yusuf is just like sitting there looking at the Minecraft kid, who is still turned around staring at him. And this time, like, the Minecraft kid stays there staring at him for like a minute and a half. And once again, right, the teacher who is, like, on the board writing something turns around to address the class again and stops talking as he sees, the Minecraft kid once again turned around all the way. He's like, Minecraft kid, like, for this is the second time. Like, turn around. Like, what are you doing? And sure enough, Minecraft kid turns around, looks at the front. The teacher kind of stares at him for a second and then turns back to the board to start writing. And as soon as the teacher turns back to the board, Minecraft kid whips around in his seat and stares at Yusuf again with these, like, eyes of, like, you're a bad guy. You think Fortnite is better than Minecraft. And at this point, like, Yusuf is just like, this kid's insane, bro. What? And so once again, this is the third time, right? So once again, the teacher turns around from the board and sees the Minecraft kid turned around completely. And the teacher's like, Minecraft kid, what is your problem? The Minecraft kid turns around and says, I'm just really upset. And Yusuf is sitting there like, no way. Like, this has to be unrelated. And then he's thinking to himself, nope, it's not. He was staring at me the whole time. And he's just thinking to himself, oh my God, like, you can't be serious, man. Like, you just cannot be serious. And yeah, sure enough, Yusuf, the Minecraft kid then goes on to say, Yusuf said something really just awful today. And the teacher looks at Yusuf like, what did this kid say? And the Minecraft kid starts getting, like, angry in what he's saying. He said, what Yusuf said should not be allowed to be said. What he said really hurt me and many other people. And the teacher's, like, kind of like, okay, I got to take control of the situation, because he's thinking that, like, Yusuf said something, like, really awful. He's like, Yusuf, like, what did you say? And Yusuf's like, dude, I really don't know. And he's like, no, you have to know. I'm sure you know what it is. And then Yusuf's like, you know what? I think I do know what it is. Do you know the game Fortnite, Mr. Whatever? We'll just call him Mr. Ben. And the teacher, Mr. Ben, was like, it's a video game, right? And Yusuf's like, yeah. He's like, do you know the game Minecraft, Mr. Ben? And, Mr. Ben was sure enough, he's like, yeah, I think my kid plays that game. Yeah, I know what that game is. Both video games, right? And Yusuf's like, yeah. So, Minecraft kid and I, we had a little debate earlier about which game was better, Minecraft or Fortnite. Personally, I like Fortnite better. He liked Minecraft better. I said that Fortnite was a better game. And this is why he's having this reaction. And after he said that, the Minecraft kid is like, see, he admits it, man. He admits to saying such things. Send him away, Mr. Ben. Send him to the principal's office. Do it now. Do it while you still have a chance. And Mr. Ben just looks at, Minecraft kid with this face. Just like this blank expression of like, you are the reason that I cannot be happy. Just like, bro, stop. It's not that deep. But anyways, right, Mr. Ben looks at the Minecraft kid and is like, just go back to your work, man. Just be quiet. Just sit down. Just sit down. And the Minecraft kid's like, it's a big deal. I don't understand why you don't understand it. And, Mr. Ben's like, what do you mean? Like, he just likes the game better. He's allowed to like certain things more than others. And the Minecraft kid's like, no, he's not. That's not, you can't say that. You can't say that here. And Mr. Ben just looks at him, gives, like, the Minecraft kid this big, long look, and it's just like, during that look, he's like, this, like, very intentional, long, drawn-out sigh of just, why? Why, kid? Why do you hate me? Anyways, he goes back to teaching. Yusuf sits back in his chair, and the Minecraft kid just, goes back. He doesn't turn around to stare again, because I think the teacher would legitimately kick him out of class. But the Minecraft kid's just sitting there brewing, just like, oh my God, I can't believe he did this. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll go watch a new video. There's some on screen, some that are recommended. Go watch one, and I'll be very happy. Bye.